Hello everyone, how are we? Welcome. How is everybody? Final stream before Christmas. It's Thursday night, I think. Is it Thursday? I think it's Thursday. We'll all agree it's Thursday. There's going to be a Friday tomorrow, but unfortunately we're not doing anything tomorrow night. Myself and Mrs. J are having a bit of pre-Christmas time together. Obviously we've been working super hard since the game came out, so we have a little bit of time. Family time, not that we need to give an excuse for that, but there you go, that's what we're doing. So tonight we are back on the Portadown train. We think we started to turn stuff around last night. It was a little bit better than it was the night before, so let's see how we get on. Fingers crossed for a bit more progression. Let's get in it, shall we? And as you can probably see, look, no snapback tonight. The stitches are out. We have hair again. I feel like Tony one more time. I feel like TJ again. Like, so this is bizarre to sort of consider that's where we are, but there you go. It's all done. Scars healed up fine. Wounds healed up fine. Cyst is long gone. I no longer have a big lump on my head, which is bizarre to sort of like think that's not there anymore. But fantastic. Although now I'm starting to think I need a haircut, and that's a bad time to think about that because obviously there is no time to get a haircut between now and Christmas Day. So double-edged sword, that, innit? Never mind. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Welcome in, everyone, by the way. Hope you're all well. This, of course, is how we did last night. Started off badly. No. Love goal we did the night before, didn't we? So we started off. We beat Mayola Park 1-0. We beat Bourneview 4-1. They're a sort of a non-league side in the Cups. We beat them 4-1. New signing Damani Hunter getting a hat-trick. Cody People's Elbow gets one as well. We then played Banbridge 1-2-0. Damani Hunter again. Cornell Curran starting to get some goals. Look at that. Scoring in 3 on the bounce. Then we played Dolinstown. Cretero got 2 goals. Guren got one as well, which is a lovely 3-0 win. Brilliant performance by way as well. Proper, like, just shithouse that, to be honest. Like, they were top of the table as well, and we beat them 3-0. Brilliant performance. Crew United drew 1-1. Bit of a shame, to be honest. The Ards match was ridiculous. Lost 1-0 against Ards. We battered Ards. Absolutely battered them. Took the lead. And then with sort of, 10 or 15 minutes to go? 15 minutes to go, we gave away a penalty, and then in the 90th minute gave away a second penalty. But look at this, 24 shots, 10 on target, XG of 3, 58% possession. They had 8 shots. We properly made to rue the fact that we didn't take our chances. Look at that. We destroyed them. Came away with nothing. Dolinstown, therefore, was where we sort of like went, right, you know what, we're going to have it. And we did. We got 3-0 win, which was brilliant, to be honest. As we say, Cretaro, gets a couple of goals. Rogi, I'm back with the quiff. Here's Cretaro there, first touch in the bottom corner. I haven't left the Brotherhood completely, but I am back just for now, just to sort of say, like, look, this is what I used to look like. It's a Christmas miracle is what it is. We'll be back with hats though, don't we? Because, you know, presumably Mrs. J's bought me several because I wore a hat for a week. So that's, I'm guessing, what Christmas is going to be like. So that was 3-0 against Dolinstown. Evening Bar, and how are you, buddy? We then drew with Crew United. We then finally beat Crew on penalties in the Middlesbrough Cup quarter-finals, which means we go to the semi-finals against Dungannon, who, of course, are a Premiership side. And we beat Ballina-Millard 3-2. A hat-trick from Cretaro, 2 goals from corners, and a penalty. Like, he was on fire in that match. Mrs. J confirmed I bought no hats. Okay, fair enough. No hats incoming, everyone. Stand down. Turns out we were all wrong. So, there you go. That's not a thing, by all accounts. So, yeah, we're going to go into our next match. Next match is Dirge away. Also, as well, if you weren't in yesterday, we confirmed that we'd signed 17 players during the pre-season, by the way. The most amount of players that had been signed in the league. And also, what had been picked up on Twitter is that Banbridge got rid of 9 players, which was the most in the league. So there's definitely a theory going around that Banbridge were trying to get rid of any sort of trace of me managing the club, which I feel is a touch harsh, to be honest. But also, I can sort of see the point, really, to be honest. So it is what it is. Fat Nige, welcome in, of course. Split my time between here and the Etihad. Of course, yes, the Liverpool Man City, isn't it? And I only know that because Mrs. J was glued to her phone earlier. Who did they get rid of? Good question, actually. Who did they get rid of? This is what they got rid of. So they got rid of Hugh McAvoy, which, to be fair, 17-year-old, 6'4", he's gone to Abbey Villa, so they're a non-league side. Michael Douglas, the actor, apparently, has gone. Tony's no longer a rave DJ. Well, we'll see. Who knows what I'm getting for Christmas, Dan? Chris Hall has also left. He's gone to Abbey Villa. Then there's also Anthony McSweeney, James Gavlin. Sam Hatton's gone to West Calder United. So he's out. Basically, there's a whole bunch of players that nobody really knew about. Ryan Doherty. Soup, of course, came to us. So I think that's a slightly misleading figure for players that have been released, right, or players that have left. In terms of players that have been released, there is probably a few more. Ian Doran left. Defender, he's gone. Glenn Armstrong, Ethan Andrews, Tom Taylor. Yeah, it's not as fancy a list as you'd think, to be honest. So I'm taking that with a pinch of salt. I think that's just PR, Oh, we got rid of 9 players. Did you really? Well, not really players that would have played, but, we're getting there. Hello, Honey Badger. How are you, my man? Hope life is treating you good. Welcome in. Happy holidays to you, sir. There you go. We got you a shout out there. Go and follow Honey Badger, by the way. They've got a great save on here. Playing Villa as right. Villa? I think it's Villa. Yeah, Villa, because you're a Chelsea fan in real life, aren't you? That's what it is. No love lost as Anderson and Jameson go head to head. Yeah, let's lock horns. Save is getting there. If by there we mean we've won 2 trophies out of 33. So yeah, we're having a great time. It's all about fun. Hello, Llama. How the devil are you, sir? Welcome. We've almost done 10%. There you go. It's easy. The rest of it's plain sailing from this point, right? It's going to be absolute doddle right now. Llama. Welcome in, my man. Let's drop you a little follow as well, shall we? Do you want a Llama follow or a manager's seat follow? So you can have both, Llama. It's Christmas. Let's do that. Let's give you some love all over the place, shall we? So yeah, get your llamas, right? There's Mr. Llama. And then also the manager's seat, who are just busy tearing up at the minute. Incredible content. They've just hit 5,000 subs on YouTube already. Yeah, they know what they're doing. All right, go and give these people a follow. And just tell them that they're doing great stuff, because they really are. Llama works with some top dudes. So hope you're well though, Llama. Hope all the family are good. Also as well, last couple of days before Christmas, Mrs. J's just been sat downstairs doing the shopping, going there's no crackers, there's no puddings, there's no cakes. I'm like, it's 2 days before Christmas, Mrs. J. Come on. Of course there's none of this. So yeah. Evening RC, how are you? Oh, bless Rogie's got a pull there. Working out whereabouts on the Merry Christmas scale we are. And at the minute, I'm not the one who's hit bar humbug, by the way. So just so everyone's aware, that's not me that's hit that. Legally required to let everyone know that who votes bar humbug on the poll is on the naughty list. Yeah, and of course, and also as well, we should say that other festive holidays are also celebrated. So we're not just tying down to one mythical being. There's many mythical beings from all around the world. So have however you like to spend your time. What time I finish the work tomorrow? I don't know. I'm not on a shift tomorrow, so I'm probably going to try and get off about 4 if I can. But maybe we'll get away a bit earlier if business allows. So we shall see. But that's the thing. Hang on, mythical. Yeah, well, sorry, mythical, magical. Far be it from me to suggest. So everyone loves stories. I'm not saying anything about Santa. Santa's 100% real. Don't you believe? Do not say that I've said that Santa is not real. Santa is 100% real. Right? That boy gets around on those reindeers like you would not believe. Right? Props to the man. Of course he's real. He was outside Asda the other day, so you know what I mean. Defo all about the Santa. And he's in the house as well, and then the house alarms go off whenever he sees the kids, so I know that. Santa is the realest person to ever person. Exactly. Santa knows what's up. Right? He knows what's up. And he's on Coca-Cola adverts. Well, exactly. Do you know what I mean? So, if anything, I think we've solved the mystery already about this whole Santa myth debacle. Definitely there. You know, he's real. Right? Unless you watch Futurama in case he's a killer robot. Fair play, okay. And that's what I like about you, Rajo. You're always there putting the other side of the argument across, going, but have you considered this? I'm like, okay. Good point, well made. We're up against Derj Kushin as a player that we actually looked at a little while ago. Didn't sign him. Decided upon Krataro instead. We decided upon getting in Hunter instead, so we bought a few others in. Derj there, 16 points. We're in 13. Theoretically, a win could take us to second. That would require everybody else not picking up any points. Mathematically impossible, but still, though, it's nice to consider, right? Sam and the Tooth Fairy, Big Sam, all very, very real. Yeah, and you know what, Rogie? I'm not suggesting they're all the same person, but I've not seen them all in the same room before. So, let's just put that out there. It's a whole lot of great right there, isn't it? Here's Hanks. Ball into nobody. Dreadful clearance. Oh, and that fat defender's looking the wrong way. Nicely blocked. Should get away. Guyong. Supposed to be at work, but rather than work, and I'm sat watching you and testing tactics. Nice work, Barton. Nice work. We won't tell the boss if you don't. I mean, of course you're not gonna. So I was boss. I'm just watching some dude on Twitch while I mess about with FM tactics. Hope that's okay. Hanks clears it. Johnson picks up nicely away for Curran. Has he beat the offside trap? I think he has. No, he hasn't. It was tight. Got a message from boss saying see you in January, so I thought why not? Fair enough. Bar humbugs flying on the old Merry Christmas poll here, Rogie. So, and I've not voted yet. So, just putting that out there. Kushin is offside. Hits the post as well. Let's maybe go a little bit more. Tiny more direct. We are going to go. We've moved up to balance now from cautious. Gallagher. Out. Oof. Well, that's McGrath, wasn't it? Nicely headed. Oggy. Sorry, not Oggy. Other Gallagher. Johnson pulls it back. Curran. There we go. Not very good at tactics. I've always been a bit lazy and used others, but want to try my head around making them. There you go, Barton. That's the way to do it. You know what I mean? Like, 100%. See, the thing is, right, now, maybe you've caught me in a Christmas mood, okay? Personally, I think the downloading tactics is diabolical and despicable, but if you use them to understand and learn from, then you know what? I've got no issue with that. Like, if you sort of go, oh God, I want to know how to get a 4-3-3 working, for example, rather than like sort of trial and error and failing and saying, oh God, the game's broke because I keep losing. You know, if you find someone who's got a 4-3-3, like RDF, for example, or Llama, for example, you know, they'll show you how to get a 4-3-3 working. They might show you what sort of roles you might need to look at, you know, understand the partnerships, the pairings. Like, it might be the fact your 4-3-3 is perfect, but your instructions are wrong. So if you're using it as a bit of a guide, then cool, no worries at all, brilliant. Yeah. If you're using it in PvP and passing off as your own, it's a bit naughty, but you know, it happens. But ultimately, like, you know, if you're using it to learn from, then there's definitely fine, right? Oh, maybe we need to get our defenders to learn that. If by alarm you mean Stinger, then absolutely, yeah. I mean, Stinger's a tactics wizard as well, isn't he? But you're all tactics wizards though, Alarm, man. Like, you know the game inside out, right? You know, there's been times when you've sort of you need to just tweak this, and things work, and it makes complete sense. And as well, what we found, obviously in the Discord as well, in the Discord we've got a little area for tactics chat, which again is pretty handy because people are just jumping in going, I'll tell you what, have you considered this? That role might be wrong. That position might be wrong. Maybe there's an instruction that's wrong. You know, so people are there to help. And that's what it's all about. It's about learning and developing together, you know. Crazy OC, welcome in. There's a skill in picking the right tactic for the players too. A lot of the exploit tactics only works for certain types of team. Yes and no with that one. I think the exploit tactics exploit the match engine. They can work for any team, right? Because the match engine is designed to play in a certain way. For example, okay, like we know that if we put asymmetric tactic into the match engine, we would probably get a decent outcome because the match engine thinks like that, yeah, and it's kind of set up to play that way. So we could do that. That could be fine. The way that the interesting thing is when you look at these 4-3-3 unbeaten tactics, and again we're just using 4-3 as an example, okay, a lot of those are for a specific team with a specific set of players with a specific signing or whatever. So that's when you then go, right, this works for Bayern Munich, why does it not work for Preston North End? Like, because of course it's not going to work for Preston North End because the players aren't the same. Do you know what I mean? Like, the tactic is designed with Bayern Munich in mind. So again, take the very basics from that, take what's there and go, right, what makes that tactic work? You know, is it the shape? Is it the players? Is it a mixture of them both? Yes is the answer usually. You know, and I say, yeah, use it as a guide. Oh, what? Joe Tully having a great game. Mr. James, a long-time listener, first-time caller. What's your thoughts on doing 4-2-3-1 gegenpress? I think, Rogie, and I love your thought, love your question. That is ridiculous. I think if you play at 4-2-3-1 gegenpress, then you're the sort of person who has trifle on Christmas Day. So, I mean, what on earth are we meant to do there? That's sometimes you can't really defend against that, right? That's just a thing. What's the beef with trifle? Don't you start with beef and trifle. Mrs. J is I mean, we've had a bit of a back and forth on this one for years. Mrs. J's family have a trifle on Christmas Day, and I'm like, no, not trifle on Christmas Day. Any other day of the week, fine, not a problem. Or trifle on the evening when you're all sat around watching a bit of telly, fine, but not instead of Christmas pudding. Don't be so stupid. Oh, I'm not a trifleist, you know. Trifle's fine along with Christmas log and Viennette. Yeah, but it's fine, but just not as part of your Christmas meal. Nobody puts a trifle out on Christmas Day. That makes no sense. Everyone's going bar humbug now, to be honest. My tactics have taken inspiration from yours. Oh God. Oh God. Let's get that in writing, please. Someone screenshot that. Free kick. Beggs has gone flying in. No card, apparently. Right, I feel sorry then, Beggs, if you're taking inspiration from me. My auntie makes a waffleberry pudding every year. It's lush. Waffleberry pudding sounds alright. That sounds interesting enough. I have to Google it because I'm pretty sure I know what a waffleberry pudding is, but just need to double check it here. Hunter blocked. Bar humbug won the poll. Trifle being slammed during the stream. That's officially the anti-Christmas. Yeah. Just in case anyone's got any doubts about what's going on. Johnson's giving the ball away. Bread and butter pudding with sweet bread and waffles and berries. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. So at least I'm on the right track there. The other reviews on his website, my tactic isn't working. To be fair, this wouldn't even be the worst review I got. You know? Can't stand Christmas pudding. I mean, you know what? I can understand why people don't like it. Don't get me wrong, I can understand that. But I think if you offered me a trifle or a Christmas pudding with brandy butter, I'd be pushing that trifle to the dog. And I don't even like dogs. You know what? Fine. Let's address this as well. I don't like dogs. They're stupid and pointless. Hey Shay, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Got a feeling this is my heel turn right now, and at 3-1. I deserve that. I deserve that. What did dogs do? Right, here's the thing, right? You're gonna hate me for this answer. So I used to have dogs when I was younger, right? And I wasn't a massive fan, okay? And I had a nightmare. I had a nightmare when I was younger, right? Okay, probably what, 7, 8 or something. I had a nightmare of John Craven's Newsround, and this again will age some people in the chat, right? John Craven's Newsround ran a story. That's 4. What? 4-1. So John Craven's Newsround ran a special episode about floating Labrador dogs. I need a greyhound. No, I don't. I had a dream about floating Labrador dogs that set fire to old people while they slept. And I'm not saying that that's part of the reason I don't like dogs, but that is definitely part of the reason. Yeah. And I saw as well, when I went to the doctor's today to get my stitches out, at the park, and someone had put a sign on their gate that said, "Oh, we have a Doberman, be careful." And I just think, if you've got a stupid dog that has to have a sign, your dog's stupid. Get rid of it. I'm aware that I've managed to concede all these goals after slamming trifle and dogs. So my next comeback gig for comedy is for the RSPCA and Dogs Trust. So really looking forward to it. Hunter with a free kick. I mean, this is dreadful, by the way. 4-1 is not how I was expecting the stream to start. You guys probably weren't expecting the stream to start by me slamming trifle and dogs, but I think out of all the possibilities, the defeat is what we all probably could have come. We probably all would have expected that. Said, yeah, probably is reasonable. Trifles for justice, we're about to book you. Yeah, it's just... I don't know, we have to go to, like... I'm never going to get that corporate at Bird's Eye, am I? To be fair, I'm not going to get the corporate at Portadown by the looks of it as well. Yeah, I have to find a club with a dog logo on. We played for the season. We didn't manage a season for the Wasps, and we killed a wasp. I haven't killed a dog yet. So, let's not make me do that just right. Unless you're all... Are you all reading that? Rajio says that I have to kill a dog. I mean, it seems... I don't know how many channel points you need for that, Rajio, but surely that's got to be off the scale. I don't think that Twitch are going to let me back on. Oh, why are you this team with the dog logo, Tony? Oh, I had to kill a dog because Rajio said so. Why would you add yet? Well, because who knows what the future might bring, Mrs. Jane Rogie? Who knows? What if it comes at me? What if it comes at me, right, and it's coming to attack me and my kids? Yeah? Am I going to let them do that? No. Am I going to take that dog down? You better believe it. Can a dog tap? No, it can't. If it's between me or the dog, then 10 points seems fair. You're pissed when you get eaten by a dog. I didn't say what size dog, did I, Mrs. J? Right? What if it was a small dog and I just instantly thought that we were in trouble? You know what I mean? We'll see about that. Right, bring a dog. Okay, right, Mrs. J? If I'm that weak, bring a dog, right? And then make the kids watch me manhandle it. And then do my stuff afterwards. Size irrelevant, I still fancy the dog over you. Well, we'll see. This stream's taken a really dark turn already, hasn't it? I was a stream last night. I think Tony threatened to kill a dog in front of his kids. The dog just needs to aim for the formerly stitched up area. If it's going for me head, then yeah, it's gonna have to get. It's gonna have to get something in it. If it's a trifle dog, then yeah, prefer cats to dogs. Yeah, exactly. Like, just in case anyone's interested, this is a cup game now against a Premiership side, so we're not expecting a great result here. So let's see what we can come up with. Tony started by saying trifle is not Christmas dessert and ended up being banned from Twitch for threatening to win a Royal Rumble against 29 dogs. Yeah, I did do that, didn't I? Prefer dogs to cats personally. Well, I mean, look, each to their own. We're certainly not going to get into what's better, dogs or cats, because the answer is probably cats. But at the end of the day, both. I've already got dependents. I don't need more. You know, I think we move on. I think we move on at this point from the whole dog cat discussion, and we sort of say, look, you know, what are we going to do against Crusaders? And I think we're probably not going to do well. So I love living with a cat. I love visiting my parents to walk their dog. Best of both worlds. There you go. And you know what's even better again, crazy, is not having any of them. Yeah. So I don't have pets, and my parents don't have pets now. So there we go. Cars should only be 5 points because they're just lying around. Or cats. Cats. I presume that means cats rather than cars. Kill a cat for five points. I mean, that seems really cruel. 5 points is very low. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is very, very low. That's like a 5 points is like a rash decision, and it just like, you know what, fucking right. You know how there's throw a water bottle at half time, like, and you can just click it. That's what 5 points is, right? It takes, just for context, it takes 2,000 points for me to open a pack of stickers. Like, you shouldn't be able to have all that. Like, 5 points for kill a cat, 2,000 points for open a pack of stickers. There's too much in the middle there for me personally. Chocolate pudding's made for chocolate. Yorkshire pudding's made for chocolate. Oh God. Again, I've said what I've said. I understand the point. I understand what Alice was referring to. Not saying I agree with it, not saying I condone it, but I understand where she's coming from. If it's cooked as a Yorkshire pudding, probably not. If it's just batter mix, then that could technically be a pancake. So, in that sense, chocolate would go. Meanwhile, back in the real world, obviously Cody Peters can't play. Have we lost? I think Burke's gone back. Has Burke returned to his... I think he was at Crusaders, wasn't he? Where's Burke gone? I think we've lost. I think we've obviously clearly not played him enough, and they've decided to just Ronan Burke. Yeah, all right, yeah. He's been taken back. Fair enough. Apparently we've not played him enough. Let's put Soup in actually, rather than Hunter. We'll play with a slightly more defensive setup. I will save Yorkshire puns till last. Mrs. J saves her roasties till last. That's where she goes. She's like, right, roasties last. Which, I think she's right. You can have pancakes or sweet things. It's basically the same thing. Oh, 100%, Matt. I get it. I completely understand. Veg first, roasties last. Yeah, exactly. Get your broccoli, covered in gravy, eat that. Get your carrots, get your leeks and your parsnips and that, get all that done. Then move on to your pigs in blankets, your turkey or your beef or chicken or whatever you're having. Nibble around a few bits of potatoes as you're going. And then get to the end and it's like Yorkshire pudding that's full of gravy, a couple of roasties, bang. Bit of stuffing as well. Question about, are we winning the game? Tony has to apologise to Trifle, yes. Tony has to apologise to Dogs. Getty has to be there out of the way, then enjoy their good food. Exactly. Evening, Owen, by the way. You've missed some controversial topics at the start of the stream. And I stand by them all. Johnson ball into nowhere. Soup was kind of like just aimlessly running around. Don't worry, I've just seen. Oh, good save. Now sounds a good time to come and give you an unpopular opinion song. Yeah, what's an unpopular opinion song? Oh, what? Something that everyone thinks is good but is a load of rubbish? Come On Eileen. One of the worst songs ever. And I won't hear, and nobody can defend it, because every time you hear Come On Eileen, it's always the come on. That's the only bit that anybody ever hears in the song, and it's just boring and rubbish. And people come running from miles around to get in. No, Rogie, no. If you have to be hammered to enjoy a song, it's not a good song. Goal, Andrew. I'm going to stop talking, because it's just, everything seems to be going against me. It's great when you trash shit the rest of the time. Yeah, I mean, see, Mrs. J, this is where me and Mrs. J agree on. We had a list of songs that were banned from being played at our wedding. Not for political views either. Having said that, now looking back on some of it, maybe some of those songs should have been banned for political views, but still, that was banned. There was quite a lot, to be honest, Dan. It was more of a to be fair, there was almost like an entire playlist of songs that shouldn't be banned. Was Who Let the Dogs Out banned? I think it was just on the fact that it's just crap. Not all. I don't come out in hives just at references to dogs. Get in, Chris Gallagher with a goal. That would be me taking the extreme, wouldn't it? Be like, right, so just so you know, I don't like dogs, so I want literally no reference to dogs at all. I've never seen Reservoir Dogs. I refuse to watch it simply on the fact that I think it's about three German shepherds. So, yeah, don't get it. By the end of the night, it's our duty as a chat to make it seem like Tony admitted he's got a massive phobia of tiny dogs. Not phobia, but what's the point? If you've got a dog that goes in a handbag, I mean, come on. Just buy a baguette. If you just want something that sits in a handbag and is pointless, buy a baguette. At least you can eat the baguette. You can't eat the dog, Your Honour. Very much looking forward for this stream going up on YouTube for the on the TGFM live channel, for people to sort of be like, oh, okay. No, baguettes are not pointless, of course. That's why I had to follow up crazy with, at least you can eat a baguette. My point being that if you just want something that just sits in a bag and serves no purpose, because walking around with a baguette really serves no purpose other than, oh, look at me, I've been to buy fresh bread, now I smell nice, I'm off to make a lovely sandwich later. Whereas if you've got a small dog in your bag, all it says is that, I only communicate via Instagram stories. Made in Chelsea, that's another one as well that's rubbish. Walking around the baguette means you constantly have access to top tier food. Agreed. And walking around with a small dog in your bag means you have access to really low tier food. DJ TJ has retired, Yaron. Yes, we're back to just regular TJ, who is now not having a great time footy manager wise, and appears to have a lot of opinions that have divided the room tonight as well. It's taken the hat off, and as a consequence has gone completely mad. I told you they took something out, didn't I? I told you. I said one of it's taken stuff out. Just carry hot dogs around. Yeah, exactly. Just to take the hot dogs. And again, you'd smell of brine. Ooh, headed over the top. It is time for subs. I'm coming out, and we're going to put Dave Goodyear in. That seems the best way of doing it. Curran's not having a great time, to be honest. He's 6'4". Let's put Hunter on there. Gallagher's knackered as well, so maybe we put Wilson in there. Hanks and Burrows starting to tire as well. Steadman is an option as well, of course. Put Cretaro up front, maybe. We have sort of sat relatively deeply. Maybe we try and move forward. There is 2 dogs barking at us. I've just thought that as well, Mrs. Jack. I was just like, what the fuck are those dogs barking at? And they are proper little yappy dogs, those 2 as well. Although they're not the yappy dogs. That sounded like a bigger dog. That sounded like the sort of dog where I'll be allowed to kill. Or at least try and fight back. It's now the Chair FM. The Chair FM's got 9,000 followers. Everyone loves the Chair. Although the Chair didn't say things that no one agreed with. Well, Tony's gonna get cancelled. I mean, probably, but I don't know if that's why I'm gonna get cancelled. There must be other reasons. The Football Manager Show brought to you by Chair DF Tactics. It's gonna be an angry email that's sent to Ian going, Ian, loving the podcast, but Tony doesn't like dogs. Discuss. This view disgusts me. As such, I demand he is replaced. I mean, imagine if that's the thing. Could disappear for a bit. Merry Christmas, dude. Merry Christmas, Crazy. It sounds a lot like he's off to write an email. It's going, there's an idea. Merry Christmas to you, Crazy. Hope all is well. Hope you have a lovely time. We will catch you soon. We'll be back, of course, just after Christmas. And he hates trifle, yeah. It's true. If anything, it's like going, yeah, we understand why there's now been a change of direction. I think Crazy mentioned as well that he was upset that he didn't get to see the FMT show. You can, if you're still here, get it by visiting patreon.com/FMT pod, as Cretero has a goal disallowed, I think. You can sign up for £1 a month as a Patreon and you get access to that live show. So you do get to see it. Cretero with the header. Offside, sadly. I mean, we seem to be doing alright against Crusaders, given the fact that they are a Premiership side. Come on, we can do this. Let's dig again. Still the players who are knackered. Burrows is knackered. Soup's knackered. We can bring Steadman on for Soup. Might have to start thinking about penalty takers as well. Oh God, the nerves of penalty takers again already. Toulouse, Soup wins the free throw-in. That was a free kick for a second. No, just a throw. Bit of encouragement maybe. Who do we have next? What, in the league or in the cup? Not sure for either. Is the so this is the. Oh no, this one. If we get through this, I think we got. Is it Warren Point maybe? I think there's a Premiership side next. Oh, he's giving it away. Oh, dreadful defending. Oh, He's just panicked, Danny. He's just panicked. You wouldn't do that. In real life, you wouldn't play across your box like that. It's just time to go for it, innit? Get everything up. More direct. We were there just about. Silly mistake. Crotero puts it in. Hunter doesn't fancy it, apparently. It's time to move up to a 4-2, 4-4-2, 4-2-4 as well. We swapped Campbell out for Steadman as well. Right, Steadman's in. Dade turns on the edge of the box. Puts it wide. Yes, as far as we can go in it. It's a shame, isn't it? Nicely tackled though. Crotero. Here's Johnson. Pulls it back. Hunter. Oh. Not a bad effort from distance, but it's never going to challenge the goalkeeper, sadly. Burrows. Nice bit of header. To Lou. Crotero doesn't fancy it. Tosh. Just barged out the way. Just muscled out. Wilson. Steadman. Johnson. Hunter. Deflects over. Let's put whipped crosses in rather than low crosses. See if that works. Burrows can come off for Evans. Ball through is Hunter. Yes. We've pulled it back. 2-2. Proper TJ goal as well. Now the question is, what? Do we sit straight back? Or we push on and hope for a second? No, we've already demanded more, so we have to wait for it to come back through. Ride the wave. Corners coming in. Steadman, come on, get on Crotero's header. That's what we need, innit? Wilson. Decent ball up, but Hughes has got it. Clears it. Nice header. Tosh. Over the top. Crotero. Oh. Nearly. Steadman. Crotero just over the top. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Crotero's on a 6-3 at this point. That's not what we expect. Ball's through. It doesn't put enough on it. That was Tosh, I think, wasn't it? Richardson. He's played well since he's come on, man. 7.2. Seconds to go. Well, let's try and not give the ball away, but let's have one last roll of the dice, shall we? Crotero gets up. It's a Wilson. To nobody. Richardson. Knocked down. Hunter. Oh. 1 minute time added on. I feel like we need to just drop ourselves to standard line at this point. Hunter picks it up, fouled, free kick. Penalties. Oof, right. Let's see what happens, shall we? We go for a lot of penalties, don't we? Hunter with a penalty. Cool as you like. 1-0. Last round was penalties as well, wasn't it? Against Crew. McDade. Bottom corner. Evans, former Banbridge man. Oh, he's missed it. Lacosian, good time to arrive. Oh dear. Yeah, penalty shootout time against the Crusaders. In quarterfinals of the Bet McLean, possibly? No, it's not the worst thing if we lose, but it's just another cup, isn't it, that we need to win, that we've obviously not been able to win. And the chance, of course, was moving to Portadown to win these sorts of tournaments. Jimenez. Oh! Just under the keeper. Mullen. Saved. It's all over. It's all over. I can't see them getting two. Missing two now. Long walk up by McKeown. Oh, he's put it over. Here comes young Tosh. Oh, he's played well since he came on. I don't want him to miss. He doesn't miss. Bottom corner. Now we need McMurray. Now we need McMurray to miss. Oh. Oh. We're two so close to saving. So that's the third round of the Bet McLean, so we're out of that. It's fine, they just wanted us to be competitive in it. We're still in the Northern Irish Cup. We're still in the quarterfinals for the mid-Ulster. So we can still get in the Bet McLean again next season, as you see. Even if we get promoted, we can still get there. The concern now is 4 days until we play Anna. And it's another 120 minutes of football for the players. And I'm thinking, rather than give them training, rest them. Literally, I was just thinking that just the second that you said that, I was like, right, let's just get them rested, actually. Just rest up. Rest and recovery, or rest? That was 32. Yeah, there's 33 apparently. We missed one by all accounts. So rest everyone for 3 days. That was a tough one. Cody Peters has been recalled. Right, okay. Fine. Dolby's back, so he can come in. Crusaders must pay. Yeah. We need vengeance. We're out for vengeance now. I bet they all love dogs. All of them. (4-2) against Dirge, 2-2 against Crusaders. Currently 8th. Granted, a win could theoretically move us up to 5th. We're there or thereabouts, but thankfully anti-dog rhetoric hasn't upset the dogs I've been sleeping beside me. Yeah, I mean, look, everyone, the thing as well is that the second you say, oh, I don't like dogs, the instant response is, oh, but like, you'd like my dog. No, I won't. It's like going, you know, oh, I don't like murderers. Oh, but you'd like Kenny. Kenny's all right. You know, he's a nice murderer. You know. What about Peter Sutcliffe? Would you like him? No. Some people might think I've made a big jump there from dogs to murderers, but you know, some summers dogs get bad press. So there you go. The most chaotic Christmas stream ever. Another thing. Also, so I've as you know, I've not been drinking for 5 weeks. 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks. Maybe this is this week 6 now, possibly. So it's not like I can even say, oh yeah, I've had a few cans of that and we're away. Oh yeah, James, maybe don't do that before the stream. But no, this is me completely compass. These are all my truths. Time to get back on the booze. But we've said this, haven't we, Mrs. J? We're trying to work it out, aren't we? So let's put 50 pence in Jameson. You know, we've thought about this and just be like, right, you know, what's the thing? Do I stay off? Do I come back on? I don't know. When's the next stream after this? Good question. So the next one after this is probably going to be, let me just pull the diary up. Mrs. J reckons I'm not going to stream on Boxing Day, but you never know. You never know. If it's not Boxing Day, it'll be the 27th, which will be the Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday. Actually, no, we might be away Thursday. If we are, then we probably will be back on the 30th. So we'll see. Yeah, Siggy's due a shot back in, isn't he? But then again, you would argue that Gallagher and Gurung are playing alright, but Gurung did get a red card, didn't he? Did he get a red card? No, he didn't get a red card. He gave some away, I think. It's ridiculous. I tell you what, Tosh maybe deserves a shot, you know. When how many FMs will stream on Christmas Day? There'll be a couple. I'd imagine there'll be a couple. There'd definitely be a couple. I'll tell you what, we'll give him 45 minutes. Keep Gallagher. I don't want to change both midfield positions straight away. But he's definitely worth a look though. He played pretty well in that last match. Yeah, no, there'll definitely be someone streaming on Christmas Day, I'd imagine. So 3 draws in our last 5 games. 3 defeats in the last 5 games for Anna. 4-2-3-1 again. Anna sat beneath us, so Tuna will stream on Christmas Day if I crash on the sofa. Well, maybe, but as Rajul's just said there's NFL on Christmas Day, so maybe I'll sit and watch that. I'll eat a trifle that you don't know about. Once everyone's gone away, I'll just be like, right, custard, cream and jelly for me, thank you very much. To be fair, if it wasn't for the fact that Graham had a 7, I'd think about putting Johnny Madhead in goal. Hanks, ball down from Curran, takes it down. Cleared as far as Cotero, deflected up in the air, easy one. NFL and NBA games on Christmas is wild. Yeah, like, but then again, I mean, because obviously we've got Boxing Day, haven't we? So we do the boxing games. Gonna make you a trifle tomorrow, fuck it. Yeah, make a trifle. It's fine, because it's not for Christmas Day. Have a trifle tomorrow, no problem at all. I've got no problem with a trifle as a dessert in its own right, but not as a Christmas Day dessert, as the main Christmas Day dessert. As part of the Christmas presentation and part of the Christmas Day, fine, have a trifle, but not as the main dessert. That's like going, oh, you know what? Like, you know what meat I really like is, I like a chicken Kiev, so I'm going to have that as my main Christmas Day. Like, I'll have a chicken Kiev, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't have it as my main Christmas Day. Or like, oh, you know what? You know what's great? Gammon. You know, you wouldn't have a gammon for your main Christmas meat. Not at all. Not at all. Well, as your main Christmas meat, Rogie, your main one, you have gammon rather than like a turkey or a chicken or a beef or whatever. Oh dear, oh dear. Followed by a trifle. I'm learning a lot about you, Rogie. Tony, I noticing a lot of these data on your screen is just the influence of RDF tactics. It's a little bit, it is a little bit, but it's, as you can see, it's not really working a lot, to be honest. We're trying there. 3 meets for us this year. Oh, look at Barton. Big baller out there. There's a cost of living crisis, Barton. None of this bloody 3 meets. Unless you've got one of those Iceland 3-bird roasts, you know. Mum doesn't eat beef. Families against cooking birds because the bad experience before us is beef gammon at the Rogie extended household. Oh, okay. All right. So there's a reason for that, and it's not just like there's a, oh yeah, we're going to have a gammon. You know, that's where there's like questions need to be asked in it. Turkey's getting hard to get hold of these days. Well, it is now. There's been 3 days to Christmas. You know. There was plenty in Tesco's the other day, but I don't know if there's any there today though. But it's like Mrs. J, as I said earlier, Mrs. J said, oh, there's no crackers in Tesco's. It's like, aye, because it's bloody Christmas, isn't it? Everyone's buying them. Mum used to make roast pork for the tours. Oh, nice. Oh, Siggy going flying in there. Got away with it, mind. Curran, Critero. Balls through. Johnson. Saved. Waitrose are selling Norfolk bronzes for 112 quid. I mean, if you're in Waitrose, like, you're not going to get it for 40 quid, are you? Let's be honest. As Rogie says, there's your first problem. Going to Waitrose looking for a bargain. You ain't getting no yellow sticker turkey in Waitrose. Dolby, uninterested in the feedback. Excellent. Just what we want to hear. Disinterested. Yellow sticker price in Waitrose are regular prices in regular shops. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, this turkey is only $99.99. Oh, okay. Interesting. Because I thought that was what you paid for, I don't know, like a occasional chair. M&S is better than Waitrose. Right. I'm all for controversial opinions, though, don't you get me wrong. Mrs. J does love a yellow sticker, and she is good with yellow stickers. I've seen Mrs. J rip things out of people's hands before. Only for me to then say, look at it, it's gone off, put it back. So Burrows is tired. So is Richardson. Who's having the better or worse game, actually? So, sorry, in answer to the question, by the way, about stats, a little bit of this is coming from an RDF's inspiration. But I think just in general, I need to learn a bit more about the game. So it's nice to just about understand what you're doing. Not that I understand fully, but I'm trying to get there. Muller and Hanks need switching. Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah. Let's watch this one play out. Curran with a decent hit from distance. Muller and Hanks can switch over there. Can't keep with RDF. So many saves going. Oh, I've got no idea. Like, I don't even think he knows, to be honest. Give the first 11 a rest. I think this is the problem, innit? We haven't got too many games coming up too quickly. Another 120 minutes has taken out of them. I've got one more sub. Can bring a striker on. There's Cretaro. Oof. Bring Curran off. Johnson off. Actually, you know what? Let's bring Johnson off. Let's put Hunter on and go with a 3. Go with a 2, actually. Hunter is a pressing forward. Advance forward, sorry. Try that. See if we can get some in the last few minutes. Oof. One thing that nearly happened was we nearly ended up conceding. 14 shots, 4 on target, 5 on target now. We've obviously not really created the quality of chances, is it? 0-0. Need to start moving up this table, man, don't we? You know, I know obviously we only have to get into 6 to get into the top half playoffs, but there will be a point where we are going to have to start turning these draws into wins. You could be right, man. Team meeting. The club's atmosphere is average at the minute. I think maybe we go team bonding as well. Try and get them a bit more used to each other. Rach with the what's that we got there? 2 months in. Appreciate that, man. Very kind. Thank you very much indeed. So let's do recovery, and we'll do team bonding. Yeah. Then that can go back to teamwork and tactics. Thing is, like, you would think that teamwork and tactics, that's all the thing that we do. That should theoretically be building that cohesion, but it's just a little bit about us not quite being there. Don't know what it is. It's one of those, isn't it? We'll get there. Siggy's being played out of position. Where do you need to play him? As a DM. Right, well, we've obviously changed it around slightly. That's why he's not in there properly. We're trying to move players up the pitch. Who's next? The Welders. I mean, we're going back to. I mean, look, we could start going asymmetric if that's what the game's insisting that we do. We could do that. I'd rather not though. I'm wondering whether we've got someone like Johnson. Maybe we need to look a little bit there at him to end Toulouse crossing training because it's not really reading results. Okay, fair enough. Upton's taking a nosedive, hasn't he? Asymmetric 4-2-3 on 4-3-3. I mean, look, we could. The thing is, I don't want to. As I said, I don't just want to just jump in with what definitely worked last season. You consider playing all your players on one side. Yeah, exactly. Go about that first scouting message for the Mark kid. Is that the Welsh guy? Yeah, that's the guy we tried to sign, Rogie. He's the one that was at Newcastle. We got him in on trial and we went, right, let's try and get him in. And we went for him, it was like 150 quid or whatever. And we thought we were fine, but then Glenn Torren came in with 500 quid and it was just like, he's gone. But he's class, isn't he? He's really, really good. Evening, Alec, how are you, buddy? Like, he's a player that's going to be in the game further down the line, so we desperately need to try and get him, don't we? Because he's just decent. You know? Yeah, so he's going to be there or thereabouts, we think. Yeah, wins will come. That's the thing. It's not like it's a long-term issue, to be honest. Here, I think if we're given the time, we'll be all right. But because of the fact that we're expected to win the league, there is going to be a point, I think, when they will be looking at us going, are you going to be doing this? Like, is this going to work? Like, you know, I'm certainly not thinking that we're rightly or wrongly. I don't think that we're going to be in too much trouble right now, but you know, can't go on forever is the thing. Can't go on forever, and there's not a lot of options available that are around, so let's look what's around. Barnet, Port Vale, Oxford, Leyton Orient, Portsmouth, MK Dons, Cambridge, Killy, Gloucester possibly. So Dungannon maybe in the Premiership. How many channel points for me to apply? I mean, I don't know if we can though. That's the problem, because haven't got promises. Oh, we haven't actually. I think it's gone. There isn't any about not applying for jobs, is there? I take no responsibility. I mean, look, Killy's obviously going to be on the list of places to go. We know that, but they're SPL, so we're not going to get there just yet. Surely, that's also part of the problem, right? Let's put Soup in for Johnson. See how that works. 6'9". Is he technically doing well? If it helps how to hire you, it'll be a laugh. Will ruin your reputation if you change clubs too soon, especially on the downward streak. That is a fair point. We've got to start building this up, haven't we? Got to start making it look like we know what we're doing. Because I think we've probably got one more shot in a job in Ireland, and after that, then it's a different nation, I think. Because as you say, I think reputations-wise, it's going to start to come and haunt us eventually. You'll win nothing with Killy less than the championship. Yeah, unless just we look out completely in the championship. That's the thing. Like, we all know when we get to things like the SPL, it's going to have to be Celtic. Like, you know, and there'll be people in the chat say, "Oh, what about Rangers?" Well, I'm not going to manage Rangers, right? There's a few clubs that I definitely won't be managing. You know, Rangers, Newcastle, Liverpool. Jebaru's in the final. Nice. Good work, Jebaru. In his, first or second ever competitive draft, I think. So, nice to see him get the final in Road to Legends. Integral part of the FM playoffs. Backroom and in front of camera team. Curran. I was worried before we kicked off. He's got a 6.9 rating. And I'm thinking he's not quite the man, is he? Like, this year he's been, maybe this £2,000 transfer fee is weighing on his head a little bit. But that's a great finish. That's what we brought him in for. Picking reports from the Jeblands. Good man. Appreciate you, Rogie. So where's that post now? Potentially moves us up to 5th. So this is like how tight this league is. So, like, you know, one win does move us up. Then, pick that one out though. Lee Newell smashes it straight through. What a free kick. I shouldn't have looked at league positions. Dolby, Siggy, through for Gallagher. Oh, how have we not finished that? Portadown in the corner. Gallagher whips it in. It's gone through everybody. Soup. Gallagher puts it back up. No one's challenging for it. We are pressing. Let's press harder then. Try and tire them out a bit. I don't remember Neil from the other night. Any chance you could sign him? I mean, we'd love to. We would love to, Nelios. He's been on our list for a couple of seasons now, to be honest. He was on our list when we were at Banbridge. That's how long we've been watching him. He looks like a great player. You know, there was a guy called... there he is again. Causing havoc. He's going to cost money. But he seems like he'd be money well spent. Or we sort of hope that his contract expires again. That's all we can do at this point. We looked at Arthur as well, but he's, again, keeps signing a new deal, so I think we're going to have to go back, aren't we? Go back and try and get these guys in. Because they're definitely good enough. So Terry Kendrick, yeah. I've not. It probably won't surprise you, Rich. I haven't signed Kendrick. No. he's not interested in coming to Northern Ireland, sadly. But even then, like, I mean, I don't know, like, I've not obviously played the top divisions. Oh, there's the other guy we said we look at. Oh. It's gone through the man on the post as well. He's just peeled off. And all of a sudden... I mean, it's a good header. It's a very good header. You know what I mean? Oh, here's Newell. Richardson's struggling. Hanks in with a tackle. Burrows, Siggy, Campbell, Curran. Ball through from Soup. Curran smacks it over the bar though. Right. Starting to worry a bit here, everyone. I mean, not. We've lost more games this season than we lost in the whole of the second half of last season. Tell you what, Hunter's coming off. Hunter's coming on for Curran. Jebru's 3-0 up. Nice. Yeah, we're 2-1 down. We're 2-1 down, Rogie. About to be 3-1 down. Oof. I don't know what's happening. Players have just all decided to down tools, haven't they? We just about fixed it in the last stream though. So yeah, things will improve, but when though, innit? Like, we can't afford another season of not winning anything in this division. That's the problem. And we left Banbridge because we said, you know, that we couldn't afford another season of just faffing around. And here we are. Try a 4-3-3. We could. Let's do fullbacks on defend. Small changes to fix my tactics by asking the wingers to stay wider. That's the thing, there's definitely like little tweaks in it. Now, we need to beat Loughgall because they're our local rivals. We got pummeled off them earlier on in the season, so we may just be struggling a bit in terms of just, you know, needing to get the once we get that first win, maybe we should be alright, you know. Campbell's going to come out for Johnson. Inverted winger. Do we want Curran up top on his own? Strength of 8. Runs with the ball. Let's put Richardson out because Richardson's having a little bit of bad form. I think shape looks good in this tactic. Maybe it's the mentality of each player's off. Change some attacking to supports. Well, on this one, Lama, or on the 4-4-2. Yeah. We know we can get the some individual instructions. Change some attacking roles to support. Right. So yeah. So like, obviously the fullback, for example, can go to support because I've not got a guy who's good enough to get up and down the pitch on this one. And then Johnson can maybe go there. That'll work, wouldn't it? So essentially the left side is the overload. Although does that not counteract with the DLP not needing to be here to spread the ball to the left hand side? Is that right? If we're going to go down there, am I right in thinking that the DLP is going to be playing balls inside? I mean, he's a poacher, so we're going to play him as a poacher, but also he needs to do more stuff because there's only him up top. That's the problem. Ask yourself the right questions. Right. I'll tell you what, put DLP there then. Right. Central midfield and support there. The ball should theoretically go out to the left. Siggy playing shorter. Take fewer risks. Careful, the single striker 3-roll doesn't make him disconnected from the player. Exactly, that's why I've had him as a pressing forward to try and keep him involved. So he will do a bit of movement. This is obviously what I've been using with Sunderland, and it's worked pretty well. See, I like Siggy as a ball winner as well, but for some reason they think that they want him as a DM. Now, I can't play him as a ball winner, can I? Oh, I can do, yeah. But then at the same time, if I just get him as just a DM, then he can sit there, he can just literally break the play. Give it to Gallagher and Gurring in front of him, get them to sort of move the ball on. Vision's only 8 for Gallagher, but he can play as a DLP. Gurung, vision and passing's a little bit better. Oggy, vision and passing 12 and 11. Oggy's potentially take recommend rolls with a pinch of salt, trust what suits the team. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But as I've said previously, use it as a guide. Use it as a guide. It's not set in stone, is it? But you're right. Certainly have a look at things. So we're going to focus the lid on the left, really, don't we? Because that's where our strength is. Float crosses, low crosses, I think. Right, let's try that. Control possession as well, so it is going to be slightly more trying to keep the ball. Didn't see if you told Oggy to play shorter passes. Yeah, we told him to play shorter passes and take fewer risks as well. Going well, is it? It's not going well defensively. DJ Pedro, player of the month, excellent. 5 in 5. Look at that. Percy wouldn't have a guy with 8 vision as a passing player. Gurring, if anyone. Yeah. Again, it's all relative, isn't it? Yeah, that might work. Obviously, there's the expectation as well. We've changed our formation, which means we'll get absolutely smashed all over the place when we play this next match. So, but as long as we're all aware of that, we're fine, right? Playing Mullen out there. Got weak left foot though. Of the 9 morning innings at the start of the season, only 2 have left. See, now it's starting to turn around. Now things are getting bleak. Okay. So maybe we shouldn't have left Banbridge after all, remember? Portadown will play Crumlin Star in the Northern Irish First Cup. Excellent. Curran's poor form has got the option of Critero, Magaro, Soup on the left. Yeah. I mean, we've got Hunter as well to bring in, who can maybe get some goals. Dolby, big striker, he can play up top if needs be. £5,000 compensation, £3,000 wages. Probably not going to be the priority. Trust the process. I get that, Rogie. I get that. There is of course part of me sitting thinking, should I have just stayed? Should I have just stayed? Neil's got 12 goals. Neil's just bagged loads of goals constantly. He's out of contract in a month. Busy January. Yeah. That's what we could do, innit? Get some more just sign him so someone else can't. There is definitely a school of thought there, isn't it? Let's take it. Let's give him a half-season deal. $12 months, right? He might be coming in, maybe. That's right. We've got to play Lagol, then we've got to play Banbridge away. What's our things looking like? Then we play Dungannon in the semi-finals, then Ards, Dollingstown, and then the Cup. So it's a busy month. The problem is that these league games are obviously more important, but the challenge is about the Cup, right? And if I'm thinking that so 14 points, so a win theoretically could take us up as high as 5th. Jebru's just won the game 9-1. Nice. So it is tight. 6 defeats already this season, though. Like, that's just not good, is it? That's not good at all. These need to change sooner rather than later. Well, yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Like, without that, we're done for. And then we have to start looking for new employment elsewhere. And it probably won't be in Northern Ireland, it'll probably be somewhere else. And then everyone goes, I remember that time you got sacked. And I'll be like, well, yeah, I remember that, but yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? But ironically, if we'd have stayed at Banbridge, we'd have had another pointless season last year, and we'd still be sat with a pointless season this year. But we've had fun. That's how we need to look at it. There's 1 point behind Logol. So fans aren't going to be happy if we lose. Boars aren't going to be happy if we lose. So let's try and win them. That makes more sense. All right? Change the formation up. Let's try this 4-3-3. Toulouse gone in. Gives away a free kick already. 16 seconds in. Managed to make the Irish Cup semi-final against Glentoran. Oh, here's Curran. Hang on. Has a goal from distance. He's not going to score from there. Now both 3 players, including both left backs, got sent off the game before. Oof. Oof. That's rough. The close in. Curran in for Cratera off the post. Oh, Goons just let the ball bounce that way. And throws himself in against Annett, who of course scored against us. Former Portadown striker. Ball through Holland. Oof. Very space the schedule to get a quick morale boosting 18 under 18 team smashing friendly going. Not really, not if I want to use these players, that's the problem. Oof. The schedule's pretty tight, and sadly these players just haven't got the lungs for it. And the issue as well we've got to consider, right, and we have to start considering it, is if we leave Northern Ireland, right, the next option probably is Wales, and that leaves us with leagues that have 1 promotion spot only. 1. That doesn't sound fun, does it? That doesn't sound fun at all. Yeah, Curran snatching. I'm tempted by Dolby, actually. I think it's just bad decision making. He's just rushing at them. You know, he's getting the space, then he's like sort of shooting from distance. Cratero upended by Brown. Whereas I think if we have maybe Dolby on there, that gives us a bit of strength as well to hold the ball up. Because yeah, it's just stood there. It's just like isolated, really. New save ideas, Serie B or League One? Oof, good question, Callum. I mean, they're both brilliant. What I would say is, if you're going to go League One, then as part of the Football Manager show, I would recommend doing Sheffield Wednesday. Join our community challenge. We're down in League One doing Wednesday. Pretty difficult, but Serie B is also great as well. That's the thing. Make no mistake, Serie B is a lot of fun. So Dolby's got finishing of 10, you see, so we can make him a target forward as well. He might be able to bring people in. Charlton or Sheffield Wednesday, or Spal for Serie B. Don't know a lot about Spall, but the bits I know sounds interesting. Johnson. But yeah, Charlton's a decent setup as well. Have they recently got new owners, or are they about to get a takeover or something? Is that what I'm thinking? Although Wednesday obviously are desperate for a takeover of the game. Quintero through Dolby. Surround sound striker scores. Callum Potts appreciate the follow. Very kind for that. Rich, I did Welsh Leagues in FM20, got TNS to top 20 clubs in Europe. Admittedly, the match end of that game was easy to break. Wales is so much fun though. Why am I convincing myself? We have to go back to Wales at some point, don't we? Yeah, one chance, one goal, and it's Dolby who's a bigger striker as well. Better finishing. He's used to work as part of a two, but that certainly moves us up. Switch Siggy to DLP or sub him off because he's on the yellow card. Okay. We could. That's what we could do. We could pull Gurren back, and we could put Tosh in. There you go, give Tosh a run out. You left. Oh, I know, nerd. I know. Like, we left Banbridge, and to be honest, it's sort of backfiring a little bit. Look where Banbridge are now. We're at Portadown. Venezia is a great shout as well. It's like the hipster's choice, isn't it? For a save, and then they're obviously announcing this new thing with being an officially licensed club in the game now. Oh. How's that happened? Sheffield Wednesday start with £1 million. £1 million, which is more than I was expecting, to be honest. I just don't know. I think the club's cursed. The club's cursed. Don't even think about it. Oof. What on earth was the keeper doing there? Oh. Both centre halves are starting to get nervous. Burrow's fired up. Evans is flagging. It's going to have to be Evans in, innit? They also start one of the best teams in League One. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, draw out do Sheffield Wednesdays. You have to manage Sheffield Wednesday. There is that. And it's not easy as well. Oh, Toulouse. Decent effort. A draw only keeps us 9th though. Stedman. No one's even challenging for it. Oof. Hanks to centre back, Mullen and Burrows switch around. Yeah, the thing is that with Hanks with Mullen though is his jumping's not great. But what's interesting there is that you can see we have got Newell signing for us, so that could be interesting. I mean, the question's going to be: Are we going to actually get to play him? Or are we going to be out of a job by the time we even get there? So yeah, so that's going to be interesting to see what happens. So Banbridge away. Do we stick with 4-3 with this one? So you're going to have to load all of our things as well. That's the problem as well. So, forgot about that. All of a sudden, we're now in a different setup. or something like in Serie A. Well, it's reasonable in Serie A, isn't it? Reasonable. Where's the... Did we not have some... Did we not resave the set pieces? Because I'm convinced we had 3, didn't we? We had 3 up top. What do we think then? Same against Banbridge? 4-3-3? I guess it's kind of a plan, isn't it? Get out this year and take over. I don't know what to do anymore. Nothing's working. Yeah, that's the worry, right? That's the worry. Players on the post is dead. In what sense? In terms of defending? Do we not bother? Better win the ball first. Okay. So what, would you just put them here? In real life almost no one does it. Yeah. Yes, there is that. I mean, I guess in real life, no one plays the way we play, but it's these, if I'm putting these just as marked whole player, does that mean that that's all they're going to do is they're going to essentially double up? Is that right? One baby T, I still have my fullbacks on post as well. So yeah, because they can always still get clearances off the line, right? If your keeper is good in the air command, leave the middle part open. There's a problem, put them out in front. Command of area 9. So what? So stick back with what we had. Confused now. 5 or 6 across the 6-yard line zone. What? That and just fucking go mental. I mean, to be fair, I'm confused enough. It's my choice. Well, is it though? Is it? Is it? It might be in a sense, but when it all goes wrong, it's... As I say, we win together and I lose. So that seems to be the way around it. clip that, shall we? Put that over on the Discord and everyone can have fun. The biggest Ella Jameson yet. Stamina's going to be a problem. Yeah. Oh no. Tell you what. Swap Dolby around. Target forward. Siggy probably can't play, so who's going to play in place of Siggy? Knowles maybe? Imagine if we get sacked after losing against the club we came from. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. It's probable. more than likely than possible. It's probable. Yeah, just one of those things, isn't it? If it happens. It's Knowles and Goering. I don't know. I'm not sure. Seven for Vision. It's not. He's not the DLP, is he? There you go. Oggy's the DLP. Yeah. Okay. In hindsight, we shouldn't have left. Right. Okay. But it's fine. We're here for the story. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's not. Tosh is on international duty. How have players been called up to international duty for this? Rich, you'll need to post the link up to Rogie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if we get sacked, we get sacked. It's just one of those things, isn't it? Like, it's and it's one of those things that if we do get sacked, fair enough, we move on. And if we don't get sacked, it'll be a Christmas miracle. It looks like DJ Pedro's not playing. Statistics show shots from a corner, 2.1% of all opportunities result in a goal, but when defending team puts a player on the post, that goes up to 2.7. That is pretty interesting, you know. That is pretty big, yeah. Nice. There you go. Facts and data. Okay. I wonder how hard-coded that is into the game, or sort of like at least considered as part of the game. I'm sure it will be. If we get sacked, we're leaving Northern Ireland. 100%. Write all the players down like Qatar and buy them all the next team. I think there's an irony that we're not going to get to use Newell. Maybe after all the goals he scored against us. Stedman. Every end has a start. There you go. That's beautiful, Zara. Get sacked, so what? As long as we're having fun, so as it doesn't work at the club. Exactly, Barton. Exactly. We thought it was the right time when we said, you know, let's try something. Try it. So we could have had the easy life at Banbridge. You know, just plodding along, doing our thing, taking time, but you know, now we're in that situation where we're going to have a go and see what's what. If we didn't get sacked at Sunderland, we wouldn't have had a run at Posh. Exactly. You know, everything happens for a reason. What's happened there? Oh. Oh. Who knows? Who knows? If you get sacked, you're taking your sub back. That's fair. That's fair. If it helps, Jeb's just won RTL. That's pretty good. I mean, it doesn't help at all, really, in the grand scheme of things. The team was underachieving before we took over. There is that, but we shouldn't have left. We shouldn't have left. Quite possibly, Richie. Quite possibly. Just pretend you're still managing Banbridge. Go! I told you to stay, you would regret it. I went with everyone else. Oh, fuck off. Fuck, no. No. No chance. We're not getting RDF rage. We might just resign. I have no idea. I have absolutely no words at all. Yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day. But yeah, maybe we shouldn't have moved. It's all in favour of tendering our resignation, say aye. Rogie, a poll, please. This is... Oh, they've gone. They've gone. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. Everyone's part of the... Well, we're all part of the problem. We're all part of the problem. High defensive line, I don't think that's going to work. Stick it out. No, what you mean is no, wait, we want to see someone get sacked before Christmas. Nah, not happening. Not happening. Been off Northern Ireland till the end. I think you could be right, to be honest. Question's going to be though is what you want to sack it? Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Are our players good enough to play out from the back? I mean, there's no point asking now. No, clearly. Clearly not. All these questions should have been asked months ago. I remember saying we're playing 4-4-2 dinosaur ball, and everyone's like, no, start passing the football, it'll be great, you know, you've got a lovely time. Like, nah, not at all. This is what happens when you try and make me change. You know, it's not a thing. On paper, it was the right move. Exactly. Even Trek, welcome in. Moving was 100% the right decision, says Lama. Budget and stature of the two clubs are incomparable. You have to move on to the challenge. You go nowhere, Banbridge. You just haven't found a tactic that works, or Portadown. That's all. You didn't really have one that worked at this level, Bambridge, either. Stick with it, keep the faith, experiment. There you go, Llama, the voice of reason. The voice of reason. 17 players in one summer. Maybe I brought too many in. Club's got a mentality problem. I think that everything's got a mentality problem. The manager's got a mentality problem at this point. Oh Jesus! And Graham's meant to be the goalkeeper who's not got eccentricity. I'm doing genuine saves. I try to think what I would do in real life. In real life, you take the switch every time. Exactly, 100%. The opportunity was there. You take it with two hands and you go with it, right? And life is littered with decisions that haven't quite worked out. You know, we got our stock up a little bit last season. We did what we thought was a fantastic job. We moved them off sort of 10th to almost getting into the playoff grouping, you know. But yeah, it's just not worked out. So I think we do the honourable thing. We leave, and we probably end up in Wales, I'm guessing, and we see what happens there, because that's going to be fucking brutal down there. Mistakes are just the foundations of success. It's my fault. I was hoping to win the league. Yeah, I said, didn't I, Owen? I said, do not say we're going to win the league. I mean, we've got 9 men in this game as well. And the question is, how are we only 3-0 down when we've got 9 men? There is a beautiful irony that Bambridge have done us, and that's what's going to be the defining factor of this save. Well, it's not the defining factor of the save, it's going to be the defining factor of our time in Northern Ireland. Because it is coming to an end. I think we're done for. You can end up with something that looks shit but works out well. Yeah, ironically, like Bambridge looked shit on paper, but we made it fun. We grew into something. And yeah, I think we've just picked the wrong thing. Well, we tried something and it didn't quite work out. So we dust ourselves down and we go, right, let's move on. Go somewhere else. Try something a bit different. We would have had to have come back to Northern Ireland anyway with like 42 different clubs to try and win all of the regional trophies. As long as we don't end up in an amateur club in Wales, we'll be fine. Just Ragio, we know that's exactly where we're ending up. We know that, right? We know that's where we're going to end up. Comeback is real. I mean, 10 minutes if we go attacking. Do you really think we're going to get anything else? I'll never hate Cretero. Cretero has been the shining light. Oof. Go to England and get up your reputation. That might be the only option, Zar. Do I did get them paid for a coaching badge, then resign? Well, we've already managed to get our A badge. We got some badges off them, didn't we? So we'll get something off the back of it, but it's going to be a time for us to walk, I think. Taggart, there's the 4th. I think we've been royally bad. absolutely taking the cleaners. 9 men, you just can't. We can't defend with 9 men, you know. In a sense, I'm glad it's Bambridge that's done it. Does that make sense? Harrington. Here's Simon Garfunkel walking up. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah. I know, Llama. It's this Christmas spirit now, isn't it? There's part of me now sitting there going, right, fuck it, we're streaming tomorrow night. This will be... And I don't want to be that guy. Final whistle's gone. Time to walk away. Awful. Ball's gone. Gallagher wants to discuss the club's manners. Nah. Decline. Not interested. Are we walking now? Because I think that despite the fact that we might not be summoned into the boardroom at this point, but it's feeling like we are ready to go. Well, let's look around. What else is there? What else is there? Dungannon in the... What if we somehow... We probably won't. We've got to apply for the Dungannon job, haven't we? We've got to, right? Apply. Their wage budget's still bigger than ours. We play them next, actually, as well, which again is a bit of irony. Holyhead, they're in Cymru North. Semi-pro, predicted 7th, currently 14th. Wales North just feels grim. Michelova, Solihull Moors, Maidstone, Mansfield might be coming up. Colwyn Bay, Pontypridd. Ards, Truro. Determined to run out of Northern Ireland for it. Look, it's just... We're doing our Build a Nation, right? Llandudno Junction, Seven Sisters. Right. Honest question. Can we turn this around? Or is it just... Or is it... Or are we done? Some very good points being made. You can turn around. It's all about the tactic. You can, but do you want to? There's a sense of stubbornness about me that says that we need to turn this around. And I'm sitting going, I have to do this. I have to prove to myself that I can turn this around. Change my approach to games. Right, so basically go back to doing what I wanted to do in the first place, which was dinosaur ball. Three strikers and 3 centre midfielders work wonders for me in the lower leagues. What is possible to achieve? Right. So what's possible is we're in the semi-finals of the Middlester Cup. Okay? We're up against Dungannon, who are bottom of the Premiership. If we beat them, which is unlikely, we face Dollingstown or Warren Point in the final. We could theoretically win a cup. We're in the qualifying rounds of the Irish Cup. That's another trophy to win. The league, with 12 points off the playoffs, that's massive at this point. But one win and we're up to 6th. Yeah. We don't have second and third tactics. You're right, Rich. Yeah, we just change it in game to move around. So it's like we change the mentality, we change the roles. Because the problem as well is that when you change into these tactics, it wipes all your set pieces out. So I'd rather just know in my head what to change, and then the set pieces stay as it is. My question is, why are you playing balanced mentality? That would suggest someone doesn't know how they want to play. Spoiler, I often play balance. It's indecisive. So I wanted to play balanced because I think of risk and reward. And I sort of have the players trying to do what they would think is natural. So I don't want to be... I mean, the problem is that, and this is from how I understand how the game should work, because of the fact that we are a higher rep team, teams are going to come at us. No, teams aren't going to come at us. We're meant to force ourselves on the game, right? Onto them. Now, positive obviously is a bit too sort of like aggressive because we're not picking up the ball, to be honest. Either of us side. Copy tactic again, change it, and the set piece remain intact. Does that work? If you're not changing too much in the hoof, you lack tactical familiarity. Interesting. It's all about trophies. Resign whilst in the semis. The main question is, are you enjoying Portadown? Yes, then say. No, then go. That is spot on advice, actually. If you're the better team, just go with familiarity and pace. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if we're the better team, we've obviously got to assert ourselves on the game. So therefore, theoretically, we need to be higher up the pitch. We need to be pressing. We need to be positive. Question now is, are we the better team? Do you know what I mean? Like, and you would argue that we're not. Merry Christmas, Mad Scientist. Welcome in, buddy. How are you? And the thing is, looking back at what's worked for us so far, is sort of 4-3-1-2. Yeah, so it's that 4-2-2, 4-3-1-2. We've just jiggled about a bit here, lost our way a bit. I think the first result we had tonight has thrown me. It's completely thrown me, and we've been on the back foot ever since. And then we lost in the cup, and I was like, I've let that get in my head. And then from there, I think I've got myself beat up, and I think I'm almost then second, and I'm just second guessing now, rather than sort of like clearing the head out and saying, right, what is it that worked previously? Why was it working? Can we go back to it? How quickly can we get players' mentality up? If we can't, do we always keep our eye open for something else? Realistically, there's nothing there that looks fun. Like, do you know what I mean? Mikulova doesn't strike me as fun. I don't particularly want to go to the Vanarama National just yet. I don't really want to end up back in England quickly. But I also don't want to end up in Welsh North or South, because that just feels... If we go there, we're just going to grind and grind and grind. But I know that if we go to England, our rep gets higher, so I've kind of got to overcome that in my head as well and be like, look, might just have to end up there for a couple of years No, there's not even anywhere like in Scotland. Like Falkirk's still too high. We need to win everything, Jamstock, yeah. But the thing with Cymru North and South is there's only one promotion spot. There's only one promotion spot. I might get the Mickleover job, Razio. Might. Probably won't get the Solihull Moors, but we might get Mickleover. I mean, Colwyn Bay in the Welsh Premier? Maybe? Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't want to take it. That's the issue, isn't it? Montrose in Scottish League 1. Solihull Moors, but then Solihull Moors is a jump to League 2, innit? And it's like, honestly, what are we gonna get in League 2? Nothing. Are we gonna win the league with Solihull Moors? No, not at all. Like, are we gonna win a cup with Solihull Moors? Probably not. And again, that's part of what we have to think about, is, which I guess is kind of how we've ended up in the situation we're in now with Portadown, is going, we needed to move to places to try and get trophies rather than just doing what I normally do. And again, this is my fault really. Rather than just playing the game how I find fun and getting there if we get there. I think I've lost my way a little bit. And I understand why. And I need to try and refocus as to how I think it should work. Rightly or wrongly. At the minute, we're not in the boardroom. Do you know what I mean? We're not in the boardroom. If you get relegated, don't panic. We won't get relegated. I'll be sacked before then. I'll be sacked before we get relegated. That's the thing. That we're expected to be in the playoffs. We'll be long gone before relegation. Right. So hang on. So what you're saying there? So if I copy that, how do I copy it then? So, all right. So I copy that there, and if I clear that, right, and then if I copy that there as well. Right, so all these set pieces should still be as they are. Okay, cool. Ah, right, okay. Cup wins you up to 6. Semi-final of the Cup, still in the Northern Irish FA Cup. Maybe things aren't as bad as they look. Maybe not. Yeah, give them a different name, yeah. Right, okay. What's the team good at? Nothing. Nothing really. Make a new tactic, custom style, make a tactic you think will work to beat teams in this division. Right. Don't see players combine, you need better players. Yeah. But then we brought 17 of them in, like, team's great at losing. That is fair. Do we counter-attack? Because we're now expected to lose. Cretaro, yes, is he wasted out wide? Possibly. But then again, he's... Yeah, and I understand the difference of the formations and how it works. You want to start with, like, So, for example, having that there, then the next tactic is obviously with the DMs in there, then there's another tactic that's got them in there, and like, yeah, I understand that. I'm just trying to think it through now as to what do we want? How do we want to do it? Who's not working? Johnson's not working, I don't think. $688. Hanks isn't really working at fullback. Stedman's done a great job in Critero's position. Do we have the pace for the counter-attacks? Probably. See, Curran's not really doing it, is he? That's the issue. I think that's part of the problem as well, is that we were expecting goals from Curran. 19 goals, 7 assists. Where's that for Stedman? I mean, that's pretty good. I don't know if he can be an inverted winger. I don't think so. Attacking inverted winger. I mean, that's what he's been all season, and it's not really yielding anything, to be honest. Right, now let's get rid of all this. Right, take that off as well. Like, clean slate that. Right. Different save, different players. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing as well, isn't it? Read what the rules do. Yeah. But again, it's not necessarily about to be fair, how we had it set previously was kind of how I had it in my mind, but it's just not quite clicking. But then looking at the schedule, it was clicking, and I got myself click happy and changed. 1 defeat, panicked, ground out result, which we did well in. Draw, went defensive, lost, changed to 4-3-3 for some mad reason, drew, then got hammered. Fuck it, back to that. How quick are the centre backs? Not great. But look, the answer to all of this is these players are not good. Like, they're decent. They're decent enough, but I don't know. Like, acceleration of 9, acceleration of 10. I mean, we're not going to get acceleration of 16. Like, as Trek says, it's all relative. Like, they're 9s and 10s, but they're in a league where their opponents, like the striker, has acceleration of 12. My striker here's got acceleration of 12. So again, it's neither here nor there, Welcome, Jebaru, congratulations. Welcome. Also welcome into United City FM. Evening, everybody. Well done, Mr. Road to Legends winner. Welcome in. We're doing a bit of a debrief on this in a minute because sort of getting a bit angry at the whole situation. Right. Tell you what, let's just keep the football. Keep the football. Try that. I don't know about higher defensive line, but maybe let's keep it standard for now. Right. We can always drop off if needs be. I don't think Evans is good enough. Probably not. Probably not. But then at the minute, like for this week, we don't have anyone who can play in that position, so he's going to have to play there for now, unless we play Hanks at centre back. But I don't think he's fast enough. His jumping reach is okay. Richardson's jumping reach is fine, right? That could work. Maybe put Malado back in at full back. Actually, put him at wing back. He inspired me to do British Steel, except I'm doing Iberia. Nice. Welcome in. No, that's brilliant. Unknown Flames, welcome. Welcome. Nice to see you. Defensive midfielder. 2 DMs again, yeah, rather than ball winners, yeah. I'm looking at what we've got all down here, and it's just, there's nothing that's really jumping out at me. I think we thought the midfield was better than it was as well, possibly. Got my first job in Andorra. Nice. Even Sports Mad, welcome in. Welcome in. Switch Upton for Larkin on the bench. Upton's had a dreadful time. He's like plummeting. I mean, technically, Dougie Wilson could play centre back. He'd be more reliable than Upton, I think. Upton's good. Do you reckon? Gavin Brash with a resub. Appreciate you, Gav. Welcome in, by the way. Pleasure to have you in. Hope life's treating you good. He's a target forward as well as a poacher. I mean, that's what we've been using. We've been using target forward with Dolby and Curran. Right. Let's see that. Let's try that for now. Clear that. Clear that. Copy that. That's going to be save as. Gung Ho. So they're going to have to move up, aren't they? They're there. They have no target fallen supports. They drop in. Target fallen support's not a bad role. Box to box. Central midfielder on attack. Wing back on support. Oh, they got a loan from Burnley. Affiliation is not just for training purposes. Well, they've cancelled that, to be honest. They've cancelled it for ours. So we don't have that, sadly. So that needs to go. Crosses go in. Play a bit wider as well, actually. But yeah, no, if you can still benefit from that, then absolutely. That's perfect. Step up as well. got a half-decent striker. We haven't got a half-decent striker. We definitely don't. That would have to be positive. No wages. No wages. How about that goes there? Gallagher. Bergen centre midfield and defend. Carriero. You know what, right, fuck it. Let's go with a Carriero and a Mazzala. Right. Okay, let's try that. Yeah. Fancy, we'll call it. Okay. Let's see then. Let's see how we get on. Right. Let's go for it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Team meeting's a good idea. Everyone needs to there. Let's not muck about. Heads do not drop. But not in a Steven Gerrard way, of course, because that failed miserably, didn't it? Dungannon look like they're playing a 4-4-2 as well. Your squad's got 13 players. We managed to reduce quite a lot of our squad over the summer, but unfortunately it's backfired, as you can see. So we'll have to see what can happen through this next couple of matches. Because that Banbridge defeat's a bit of an issue. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. That's a good point. I thought the Carriero stayed a bit tighter, so you're going to have to sit there as a support central midfielder, right? Or a ball winner on support. Try that. Go back there because I don't want to try that. Just, yeah, there. Show them your videos to success as a player. I mean, I don't know, Zar. There's my success as a player. There's a couple of moments I wish I had on film, to be honest. Jimmy Chonga, welcome in. I scored a couple of great goals, but I don't know if there's I think there's a reason that I've come in unemployed with no reputation, you know. Lower line of engagement. Okay, fine. Trigger press him. That's fine. Okay, right. Here we go then. No pressure, boys, but also all the pressure. All the pressure. Semi-finals of the Euro Electrics Cup. A couple of players unsure about what's going on there just yet. $4-0 Portadown sweep incoming. I mean, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Right, hands up where we can see them. There's nothing I'm going to do here. Just sit and watch how this match unfolds. Had to leave to return home. Have you been sacked yet? Not yet, Rogie. We're fronting up and fighting it. I was tempted to walk. The irony is the Dungannon job's become available, so we've applied for that. They're currently sat bottom in the Premiership. We're playing them now. So the thing is, we're not in a situation yet where the board have started to talk to us yet. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. I think the second the board start like bringing us in for conversations, we just go, fuck this. Oh, God's sake. Or we just leave after this match. What a ridiculous piece of goalkeeping this is. The issue is that the other goalkeeper we've got on the bench has eccentricity of 17. This guy's meant to be the stable one. Defo Dragon Dungannon and win the cup with them. I mean, imagine that. What's the... You know what? Fuck it. Change the keeper. See if that helps. A bit of madness wouldn't go amiss right now. Curran needs to finish. Goalkeepers aren't broken. It's just part of the game. It's just a moment. Just a moment. Keepers go through bad form, remember? Loads of goalkeepers go through bad form in real life. Yeah. Just one of them. I mean, teams should be allowed a double keeper at the cost of an outfield player. Team seems to lack belief. You need Ted Lasso. Well, yeah, let's get the believes in the chat. The believes could work. But do we believe? That's the question. I'm not entirely convinced. I was, and again, look how quickly I've managed to unconvince myself. That's the problem, isn't it? We should have walked. We should have just walked. I mean, that was fun. It was fun while it lasted. Yeah. Stedman pulls it back over the top. And you know what? Yeah, again, I'm like sort of here going, right, okay, fine, they're a Premiership club, blah, 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 blah. It's the cup. It doesn't technically matter. We need to focus on the league, X, Y, and Z. Just... They're not fussed. The players just aren't bothered. Yeah, it's the cup, Rogie, yeah. But the thing is, it's another moment. Over the top. Against the spirit of the challenge, sack off the cups. To be honest, I think we're sacking off everything at the minute. The way that it's going, it's not working for us. Hole is needed. Do I stay or go? Maybe. And we suggested a poll earlier, but didn't really happen. I think everyone just went, yeah, we think we're going. I think we all expected to leave after the Banbridge game. I think some people are maybe concerned as to why I'm still here, going like, you had your perfect opportunity to walk. A glutton for punishment by the looks of it. Yeah, no worries, Rory. I think as well we looked at the fact that there was no decent jobs there as well straight away, so even then walking's not necessarily going to be the better option, because once again, better the devil you know, innit? Hunter's got a goal. Right. Back to Banbridge. You know what? It'd be great if we could, but I don't think they're bothered. I don't think they'd take us at this point. I don't know if I'd never go back, because remember we went back to Peterborough, didn't we? You know? We went back to Peterborough. We're coming to the sacking period of the year. That's the problem, yeah. Posh was different. Alright, so what you're trying to say is we have to go to Scotland and take a random international job and then go back. Because if that's the situation, I'm all for that. Right? Try UCD. What's UCD? I mean, we just showed the list of teams that are available. It's not doesn't make for interesting reading right now. Oh, I can't do Ireland. Yeah. And now it's 3-1. So the cups are gone. Oh, University College of Dublin, got you. I mean, to be honest, that sounds very much like Swansea Uni territory. Like Jimmy, right? We'll show you who's available. We can't just pick and choose who we go to, unfortunately. But you know, the list of teams that's available is not a lot. Plus, we're going in and going, hey, we're struggling at our current club. Do you want to hire us? And jobs tend to only be available when something's gone wrong. So, as with Portadown, we're stepping into a job that's not going well, and then we're going, I don't understand why it's not working, you know? So there's that, isn't it? No one ever walks into a job when the team's doing well. So Dolby just nodding on to nobody. It's like, what are we meant to do? It's like, it's weird because like, we have the football, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we conceded another goal. Foul, come on. Get him off, ref. Or at least give him a yellow card, surely. In-game edited, no. You say that I took on Barry in the first, when they were in first and messed up the season. Yeah, exactly, Barn. I was going to say, that's not a great example, is it? Your Barry save went Barry, to be honest. It absolutely went south. What a ball that was from Hunter. Why has he played that? Why play us into trouble like that? Unbelievable. We've literally just given ourselves, we're shooting ourselves in the foot. I think the Banbridge game was the game we should have walked. I think this is not a great job interview for Dungannon, essentially, is it? To be honest, you know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily think that their board are sitting there going, oh, this is the manager for us. They're even trying to say like, nah, I think we've lost the dressing room now. You're not going on holiday and see what jobs come in Wales. We can. I mean, this is what's currently available. Ards and Dollingstown are coming up next, by the way. They're our next jobs in 4 days time, right? So what's available right now is depressing, right? Holyhead in Cymru North, they're currently in the relegation zones, right? So it's like, that doesn't sound fun, yeah. Unless they've got like something crazy about them. You know, they've not even got a great kit. Do you know what I mean? Like, so we've not even got that to sort of consider. Tony James Snyder would never walk just because the going gets tough, he'd run. Yeah, exactly. I'm about to sneeze, sorry. Dungannon obviously is available, so we know that's a thing. Excuse me. If there's one thing worse than being losing to is being stuck in international management. Oh yeah, we're not touching international management. Not at all. No chance. Falkirk we probably won't get. in the Scottish Championship. I don't really want to go. Oh yeah, I know we're not in a position to choose on a nice kids. I get that. I'm just trying to look for anything at this point. I don't think Maids. I don't really want to go to the Vanarama National or the North or South. I want to kind of avoid England for a little bit, but I don't think we've got much other option right now. The job's now insecure, so it probably is time to start thinking about going. Pontypridd and Colwyn Bay are both probably coming up in Wales, but again, they're in the relegation zone, so Pontypridd have got a lot of work to do, but that's kind of what we do, right? We avoid relegation. Maybe that's our calling. Maybe Colwyn Bay is the possibility. They're playing a 4-4-2. The ground's next to a hill. I don't know. I'm clutching at straws here at this point. Pontypridd, isn't that where Fireman Sam lives? That's Pontypandy, isn't it? Joe McKitt's random downloaded brand new stadium. What have Pontypridd got? Semi-pro. For Wales 4-4-2 hoofball. My mate used to play for Colwyn Bay, says Stubby Steve. And there you go. Terrible. That's a bad calling for British Steel. What do you mean? The bit that I don't want to go to England just yet. Yeah, just the thing is, I don't want to go there just yet, because if we go there now, then we're going to end up going through all the English League, and then we're going to get left with going to Wales and Scotland and Northern Ireland at the end of the save. And by that point, everyone's going to be going, oh, we've just won the Champions League. Why are we bothering going there? Like, all these teams now have to be done now. Like, do you know what I mean? You don't want to get there after you've won the Champions League and then be like, right, now it's time to come back down to fucking, Northern Irish Division 3 again. So, avoiding relegation is a bad calling. It is, but, it is what it is at the end of the day. Beggars can't be choosers, can they? We've not got much to go at. I mean, Montrose. Do we think we'll get Montrose? I don't know. Gabalendis. Semi-pro in Scottish League 1. Tournament in the Champions League, come with the Euro Electrics Cup. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, if we want to stay in Ireland, Ards, Ballinamard and Meola Park could be an option. Llandudno Junction. I mean, literally, if we're just going for jobs on fucking motorways now, then is that where we want to be? Season 2 at a club that will need a rebuild for winning things next year. Ebbie Vale, Brickfield, Seven Sisters. Is it even if you sleep on it? How do you feel when you're not in the moment? The thing is, though, the problem is I'll probably stew on it for the next couple of days. I'll probably stew on it. I kind of want to make the decision tonight. Make Junction great again. Up the Junction. We're going to go up the Junction just for a laugh, aren't we? The Junction sounds like a fucking nightclub. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's all go. Shall we go down the go down the Junction, shall we? Llandudno Junction. I mean, like, that's just so stupid. It might be fun. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna Google them. I'm gonna Google Llandudno Junction. So this is the thing, right? Okay, I have Googled right now Llandudno Junction. No word of a lie. This is the order of the Google search that comes up with predictive searches. Llandudno Junction Station, Llandudno Junction Car Centre, Llandudno Junction Cinema, Llandudno Junction Railway Station, Llandudno Junction FC. Then Llandudno Junction Hotels and Llandudno Junction Postcode. So Llandudno FC is below the cinema for things that people are searching for Llandudno Junction. Fucking hell. How is Llandudno big enough for 2 teams? Well, this is the thing. The pitch is called the Flyover. Thing is, when you go to the next club, you'll still have the same problems until you get a stable tactical approach. Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah. It's a cracking cinema in Llandudno. There is that. Let's have a quick little look at the... They're only 47 years old. They play at the Arriva ground, so... Just, I don't know. This is all just a bit daft, isn't it? Why did I choose this sort of challenge? I'm a glutton for punishment. They haven't even got a website. They've got just shy of 2,000 followers on Twitter. Junction Centre jobs forwards is on bail. Looks like a backyard. I mean, it does look pretty lo-fi, right? Like, there's no mucking around. We're not walking into like top tier jobs. What's Pontypridd saying? Pontypridd. There's Pontypridd Town and Pontypridd United. So, again, didn't realise this town was big enough for 2 of us. Oh, they've actually got a website. Buy merch, right? What have they got? I don't know. It's time to walk. I think it probably is. Do we put ourselves through the pain of one more match against Ards? Ards and Dollingstown coming up. Are we likely to actually get through this? Should have done Barcelona with a billion pound debt and get sacked like RDF did. Yeah. Could have done that. But this is the thing as well. Just walk, the future's bright. Do you reckon? I think this is I'm going to talk about the fact that we might be getting sacked here. Glutton for punishment. I think so. Because there is part of me going, but yeah, maybe we get the Crumlin Star game. Like, we might get a win there. That might help us, you know. Tell them to go and enjoy themselves. The board are expecting a win. I mean, the board and the fans are expecting a win. What are they doing? Like, how have they not seen any of this? Have they not seen how things go? Like, I don't think they've thought this through. You could do one more match and give yourself a fresh start for next stream. I think it's a bit of both, to be honest. I think we're gonna have to sit on stream until we get a new job as well. Because I don't want to have to do the whole like, hey, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, we've left. Do we start with Johnny Madhead in goal, or do we stick with Dylan Graham, who's been throwing the ball into the goal? Burrows is back. I suppose that's a positive. Is Toulouse back? Toulouse back. Right, good. Thing is, though, if we change the keeper, job search stream is fun. It is. I'll tell you what, Rogie, I'll do you a deal, right? We might walk tonight, and then the next stream could be after Christmas. Where do we go? Job search streams can be fun. I'm gonna replace Curran as well. Curran's coming off unemployed at Christmas classic DJ. No alarm, eh? I'm normally sacked before Christmas. Thank you very much. Actually, no, there's a good chance that we can do this. Enjoy the match. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay, let's see what we can do then. Odds aren't in great form either, but not that makes a difference to us, to be honest. Let's see how we go then. It's going to be what it's going to be. Balls over the top. Johnny Madhead comes out. I mean, yeah, there is that as well. Like, if we try and find a job now, it could take us forever. I guess we could spend that start of the stream being like, oh, so how was Christmas? You know, who had a breakdown about the fact that they weren't still potentially managing a football club. We don't give a shit anymore. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. Johnson. Yes. Damani Hunter pulls one back. I'm sorry, I'm already thinking we're losing. Pulls one back. It actually puts us ahead. 3 minutes in. Oh, don't do this, FM. Don't make me love again. It does move us up a little bit. We are going up. We're only 9 points off the playoffs at this point, Llama. I know. Damn you, Damani Hunter. Damani the Bounty Hunter. Toulouse, Stedman. Toulouse, Richardson. Just putting the foot on the ball. Now all we need is we need to just close it down now. Right. Nothing silly. Passing the football. Look at us. This is without fancy formation, I've called it. Stedman, Gurung. Oh, I mean, that was nearly Brazil 1970s worthy. Well, I don't know if there's any permutation where we can go a tiny bit higher in the league, but delightful football, which means we'll lose 5-1. Probably. It's a little bit too much. If we don't want to win this one, this is the one we walk. I mean, this is the one that's going to put us under immense pressure if we don't beat Ards. Who else have we got soon? Dollingstown next, isn't it? Dollingstown would have been like a bit of a free hit, but it's a morale issue, isn't it, if we lose there? Ball, Cretaro. Fair play for the supporters for turn up. Yeah. I guess they've paid their season ticket money. They sort of feel obliged, don't they? Ards to beat, my favourite hard-fire anthem. I mean, hey, it's not often you get hard-fire referenced, is it? Banbridge are only technically 4 points ahead of us. Granted, the goal swing is huge. So, despite being bad, we're not that bad, if that makes sense. Nicely intercepted. Johnson. Waste the effort, though. Alkin, by the way. Appreciate the follow. Who the fuck is Banbridge? Banbridge are the team we could have been. You know what I mean? Never forget the Banbridge boys. They took us to their hearts and we scorned them. What a ball that is. Oof. This is good. Give them some praise. Oh dear. Oh. Oh, just you can't. The game listens, doesn't it? It absolutely listens. Going, oh, we're doing well. Let's have some praise. All of a sudden, we literally can see straight. They don't care anymore. They don't care. I don't know if we do, but at the same time, we do. This game just grabs you, doesn't it? It's just like, right, you're gonna make sure you stay. You're gonna start to fight. We could have walked 2-3 games ago now. Why are we still here wasting our time on a club that's going nowhere? What happened to liking big matches? I mean, who knows? This is why I don't praise people. Praise backfires. You know? Let's bring Gallagher on. They like big matches to light their cigarettes, yeah. And their £200 a week wages as well. You know? It's all about the cash for these guys, isn't it? Steadman, Johnson. But the thing is, our conversion rate's always been poor, and we've been doing chance conversion training. So it's like, I don't get it. Like, you know, Steadman's down to 6-3 now. It's time to move him out then and put Dolby up top. Oh, don't say that, yeah, Ron. Don't say that. Because mathematically, you're right, we can still make the playoffs. Oh, if that goes in, though, that's when we do it. That would have made us the playoffs. Can't believe he's missed that. Relegation playoffs. Yeah, again, probably. Gurung over the top. Johnson pulls it back. Hundeck. Maybe, just maybe. Great ball. 2-1. Cometh the hour, cometh the hunter. Not anymore. Oof. Jesus. What a hit that was. We're moving up to 8th. Richardson off. Oh yeah, is he tired, is he? Yeah. It's got to be Mullen. Can we bring any more? Soup for... Actually, no. Soup for Cratero. Don't stop believing. I know, don't. I feel like the turnaround. Oh, God, we're staying. I know, Dan. It's just like literally like just the time to play the game. Are we up to 7th? 8th. God. Oh dear. 64% possession. Right. Excellent. See, everyone's happy now. What's the problem? Oh, God. This is what happened with Bamber the season got promoted. Yeah, what things just suddenly clicked, was it? And the Ards job's available. Should we go and get the Ards job? No, Tony, stop it. It's starting to click. I mean, that's one result. Let's not get carried away, right? That's against an Ards team that's got form even worse than us. Even worse than we won a game. Yeah. I mean, that is shocking form, right? Carrying where you left off last game, absolutely. And they were relegated from the Premiership last season. I'm in the sack race. Yeah, of course I'm in the sack race. Of course I am. You know? We know that. That doesn't come as a surprise. Our job's insecure. Like, we just gotta try and not be in the sack race shortly. A win's a win. We've done that. That's fine. Dust ourselves down. Dolanstown now. Dungannon have offered us a job interview. Oh, God. Oh, God. There is an irony, isn't there? That we could potentially get the Dungannon job and win a cup straight away. I mean, we've only got 7 points. We've only got 7 points to make up, or 1 to get in the relegation playoff, and we could do. They've not won all season. Oh. Cretero won't save you on his own. Where's Cretero come from, though? He's come from Glenavon, hasn't he? Oh no, he's from Southern Ireland. But if he doesn't, then the game might. Hunter might do it. Hunter's got 9 goals in 4 games. Technically, he got a hat-trick in the Cup World, so... We have to attend the job interview, right? Just need to put all this in the in the chat here. It's just... How do we... That's it there. The athletic predict Jameson in the sack race. I mean, that's great. That's great, isn't it? You know. No backing. All right. Just, you know, when you sort of like sit there and you try and work out like how you sort of like clip the photographs for like the screens and stuff for posting the tweet at the end of the stream, just like, hey, thoroughly enjoyed the stream, that was great, here's like a whole bunch of things that's happened in the stream. Tonight it's going to be the sack race, Dungannon offer you a job interview, a photograph of the bottom of the league. What am I meant to do with that? What am I meant to do with that sort of information? No wins all season. The only time they've won has been in the Cup. We could potentially fall upwards again. Make it a thread, yeah. Like, how do I even explain this? The last match they played, So they must have obviously looked at that defeat, right, and went, okay, I tell you what, the manager there, the gaffer there, right, he sent them out to lose 4-1. He's exactly the kind of manager we need, right? They must have looked at it and just went, oh yeah, he's brilliant, him, absolutely superb. Hello, Tony, we invited you along for a conversation. I mean, fine, yeah, good for you guys. I don't know why you've done it, but it's interesting. Let's see. You're the only one they've beaten all season. Yeah, exactly. So they go, right, let's get you in. It could be suggesting you're underperforming in your current job. I've won games this season. You haven't, right? They think you're on their side. Yeah. I undertook a radical overhaul, and the process takes time. There'll always be likely a few bumps on the way. I mean, is this what? Do we be a bit cocky with them and be like, look, we are where we are, or do we sort of like start begging a little bit? Restaurant, welcome in. Appreciate the raid. How was your stream? I've won games, that's right, games, plural, more than one game. Tony Gibson in this interview. Yeah, let me give you a dossier of things I've done compared to what you've done. You have beaten me once. I have won several matches this season. What do we think? Do I say that I've undertaken a radical overhaul, or do we go, oh please, Mr. Premiership Club, come and let me have a chance? Ten square holes, don't be cocky. What? So don't do that one. Don't do the convinced. Go straight for the ask for a chance. Is that what we're trying to say? Just be straight up. I was asked to achieve things completely unrealistic for the club. It's a blip. It's fine. Which all of these are fair though. Like, it is a blip, right? We did undertake a massive overhaul. That process takes time. Hope we can look past those circumstances. I've done a great job before. I have done a great job before. Are we going to say it's a blip, or are we going to say, please, Mr. Dungannon? We have to go for the ask a chance, don't we? Go on then. There you go. It's no secret there's a poor dressing room atmosphere in the current club. How is that allowed to happen? Because they're all dicks. A lot of them. If there's anyone in here, remember what happened at Bolton. It's probably like that a little bit. Do we dismiss it and say it's not as bad as we think it is? I don't think it's what's happened. I don't think it's what matters. What's happened in the past. I'm focusing on the future. See, I don't want to get myself into another like sort of promise for, can you definitely keep a club atmosphere? Because there's no guarantees. Like, if you're in relegation, there's no guarantees that we're going to be in there. A less than deal mix of characters. Given the chance to start from scratch, there's some situations I'm now in a better position to avoid. I don't know about that. That feels a bit. Less than ideal mix of characters. Okay, let's go with that. You're currently underperforming at Portadown. Is this a case of you looking to jump ship before being pushed? You better believe it. We're slowly but surely turning things around. Managers should be judged by their final league position rather than fluctuations in form. Jimmy Chunga, take it easy, buddy. Who knows where we'll be when we come back in. Have a lovely Christmas, by the way, if we don't see it beforehand. I think we're slowly turning things. I'm going to say we're turning things around, but, who knows. Why have you felt acceptable to apply for a number of jobs? Because I'm doing this challenge, right, where I've got to win all the trophies in England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. At the minute, it's not going well, okay? feel it's acceptable because of how long I've been in the game. There should be a quotable option. There should be, shouldn't it? Like, you should be able to write your own thing and just go, I'll tell you why I've done it, right? I don't want to convince, because it's basically don't apply for more jobs, innit? I feel it's acceptable when you consider how long I've been in the game. You struggle to maintain a strong financial footing in your current job. I promise not to leave when I've won a cup. Right, we'll promise the financial questions. You've been embroiled in media controversies. Oops. Right, there you go. We'll do the promise for a healthy atmosphere here, okay? Are you willing to ensure you do a better job maintaining a good dressing room here than the previous manager did? I think they do want a lot of promises, don't they? We're gonna have to go with all the promises, aren't we? What makes you an ideal candidate to survive relegation zones? Oh, mate, did you see me Peterborough save, right? Peterborough, I was brilliant at this. This is essentially where we were, but like with even more games than Peterborough had, and we saved them twice. So winning, like, you know, being at the top, boring, not really good at that. Bottom bits, this is what I'm good at. I've got the passion, the fight, the spirit to avoid relegation. It's my bread and butter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, like if you're in relegation trouble, there's a chance you phone me, right? That's what it is. Me and Big Sam, we're basically fighting for this interview. Tony Pulis is on the way, right? So I'm almost offended you even need to ask. I feel there's a chance this would come up, but you know, I'm a motivator and a leader, a strong leader of men. The Tony Jameson British Steel version. Save a team from relegation in every league. Can I just rename it the British Metal Challenge? And like, yeah, so it's British Steel would be to win, but I could just get like British Metal, just like, whatever. I've got the passion, fight and spirit required to avoid relegations. Let's do that. Can you tell us if you'd like to make any changes to the back room? I'm not bringing any of these guys with me. Don't be so stupid. British Tin. Yeah, the British Cling Film Challenge, maybe. Objectives. Avoid relegation. That's the objective. The British Metal Bin. The British Paper Bin, possibly. Reach the last stage of the Northern Irish Cup. Be competitive in the Bet McLean. Challenge for the Mid-Ulster Cup. This all seems acceptable. I think we could avoid relegation. We have a transfer budget of 800 quid. It's going to be fine. A wage budget of $5,000. That's not a problem. Have you heard of Cretoro? He's quite a good player. We might want to bring him in. That was interesting. That's interesting to think that we were even there. Reports have suggested should we tell the press that we were there? The press don't need to know. The press photographed me leaving. It doesn't mean that I was definitely there. You know, no comment. Exactly. Better go there and be relegated and go up next season. Don't buy one from Portadown. No comment. We don't wish to make any comments on that. Let's just move on. Dolan's Town coming up. Just collecting my tickets for the final. Yeah, it could be that, couldn't it? Old Club Banbridge have been doing well. Yeah, they've been doing very well. Well done. I mean, we could apply for the odds job as well, couldn't we? While we're here. Stairs at Damien Hunter, yeah. Right. So I think we start with the same team, right? We know this. Yeah. Malado might need a rest, possibly. Maybe we put Dolby. Actually, you know what? Yeah, put Dolby out there. I'm gonna start with Dolby rather than Cretoro. Okay. Mullen for Malado. Donaldstown a third, 9th, 5th. Right, okay. Here we go then. Let's roll that dice. Let's keep just checking every couple of days what's happening. Just to confirm, by the way, we're not going for the odds job, is that right? Are we leaving odds as they are? The semi-pro, they were expected to finish second, so we can go and we can underachieve there as well. You know, that could be a thing. A big win and a job offer coming in. Odds is trading sideways, and that's what we work in, Rogie. We work in trading sideways. Yeah. Dungannon FC, the Swifts. I mean, it is definitely trading up in it with Dungannon, if that's a thing. There's nothing to win with odds. There's nothing to win. They're out. They're out of everything. We've lost Siggy. Ours we Portadown all over again. Yeah. Could you imagine? Could you imagine that? Siggy's gone as well, by the way, so it's fine. It's fine. Tackle harder. Let's get ourselves in there. Right. Come on then. Here we go. Go put on a show. See what we can do. Donaldstown lost their last 2 games. We've won 1. We've lost 4 out of our last 5, man. Just right. A win takes us up to 6th. Okay? Just saying. As unlikely as it might be, we say unlikely, we beat them 3-0 at the start of the season, so it's not like it's unlikely. But if we do it, we go up to 6th. So we've actually been playing with a game in hand as well. Things could look very different. Toulouse, Mullen. Thought about that. Toulouse gives the ball away. Gallagher down to nobody, sadly. Right, we're not praising anybody. We've worked out praising doesn't work. Okay, it's not a thing, right? Uh-oh, ball at the top. Stand up, you fucking idiot. Oh. Just like that. Just like that, it all comes crashing down. 9 minutes in. You're way behind midnight. You've got a pass from Mrs. J. Yeah. I think Mrs. J probably knows it's best for me to stay out of the way for now. Intercepted. Oh, this is worrying. Oh, giving the ball away as well. Any excitement's gone in it. Mrs. J should take over the management. Yeah. I think she'd do a better job than I'm doing, that's for certain. Johnson, no one's there. Stedman. He's never going to score from there, is he? And a great time watching TJ lose on screen, and the Bruins will be down 2-0 in the other. We're staying, we're going. We don't know. We don't know, Dan. We should have gone. We know we should have gone. I'm a glutton for punishment here. Mrs. J will know you'll sleep better tonight knowing we're moving to another club. Mrs. J is probably currently looking on right move, I think. Trying to work out where we're going instead. Oh. Mrs. J wants it to be stable. There's no way we're going to be stable, is there? 2-0. Oh, crazy. You've missed everything, mate. You've missed everything. We could always do a grave escape like the police service almost did in the first season. Yeah. It is a possible. What's gone on? Well, we think we've been leaving. Then we didn't want to leave. Then we stayed. Now we're very much thinking it's a good idea to leave again. We got knocked out of the Middlesbrough Cup in the semi-finals by Dungannon, who haven't won a league game all season and currently sit bottom of the Premiership and have just offered us a job interview. So we don't really know what's happening. We don't know. We lost 4-1 to Banbridge when we went down, and we went down to 9 men. So we should have walked at that point. And then we thought, oh, it's fine, we'll be able to do something better, and we got beat again. And we're now 3-0 down against Dolanstown. It's all over now. We can't do anymore. We can't, surely. It's not even half time. Like, we beat them 3-0 last time. A win would have taken us up to 6th. Just missing these opportunities. Wouldn't have Dungannon are watching. Well, I mean, I still wonder why Dungannon offered us an interview after beating us 4-1. It doesn't make any sense. But again, like, put context on it. Dungannon are about to go second. So it's not like we're losing to a shit team. But still, though, we're going to start getting the dreaded vote of confidence shortly, if that. Well, we're going to start getting the can you come and see us in our office and explain yourself conversation. That usually ends up in the we will make you leave your job within a few weeks. Tratoro's back on. I'm not thinking about Dungannon yet, Owen. They're not on my thinking just yet. Tratoro has pulled one back. Who else could go on? Toulouse still not playing well, is he? 6-5. Mullen. Oh, almost through to Hunter. Hunter's on a 6-3. Do we bring him off for Curran? Let him have the goal. Dolby. Gurren. Hunter. Gurren. Tratoro. Dolby. Johnson again. Johnson. Mullins corner. Floats into nobody, sadly. Johnson, Mullen, inside, Hunter, oh. Almost, doesn't get it. Come on, we must have something in us, surely. Cratero, Farron's going to get his second yellow, he's going to go off, surely. Right, he's gone. Cratero, close. We have to go gung-ho now, aren't we? Malado, Curran. Burrows. Richardson puts it forward. Curran into nobody. Soup's trying to chase back. Gotta be something here, surely. Curran. Dolby from distance. Oh. See if we can get anything with this. No attacking. How's it only 3-1? I thought it was 3-2. I thought it was 3-2. We were like sort of making a comeback. Damn it. I mean, we're definitely not going to get out of the game now then. Toro, thought about it, cuts it back. There's 3-2 actually. Dolby, Grizzly number 1, appreciate the follow. Very kind, thank you very much. Right, we're just going to have to get that ball forward now, so. 3-2, long ball all the way. Sweeper keeper on attack, who cares? Push Johnny Madden up. Oh, ball's played over the top. McCabe. Got away. Soup in tackled. He's injured as well, isn't he? Change that out. Big Taff Man, welcome in, Taff Man. Happy birthday to you, by the way. Welcome in. Huge shout out, by the way, for Taff. Give him some birthday love. Everybody, how are we? How's your stream, buddy? How's your birthday been? How's the family? Welcome everyone, by the way. Dirty Fisherman, welcome in. Nice to see Coda C. Cherry Blue, Afterthought, welcome in. Everyone's there. Static in the sky. You've joined us at a very, very interesting time, everyone, because we're currently hating life in the Northern Ireland 2nd Division. We're really stressing ourselves out. We are. We've taken over one of the biggest teams in the league. 3-2 down. Dollingstown have got 10 men. We've had such a bad run. We've heard Jebru's done well. Yeah, he won the draft. We've got no idea how that. He's probably used someone's downloaded tactics, no doubt, to do that. And we're probably facing a decision to leave, I'm going to say. The decision might not be ours, it might be the board's. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. We've been offered a job interview, in the division above. We've just done it. We've pulled it back from 3-0 down against the team who are about to go second in the league. Portadown, that's right, New Lease of Life. Portadown, but not Portadown and out. Wake up, Mrs. J. Everyone wake up. Everyone wake up. Huge result. There's possibly still time for us to either get another one or concede. Even Northern Pilgrim, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. Huge. You're taking all credit for the equaliser. Taff, you deserve all the credit. Literally every single bit of credit is to you. Without you, we didn't get it. You know what I mean? I was in Portadown 2 days ago. To be honest, Lisa, you should be managing the team given how I've been doing so far. I mean, this has not been fun. Look at all that red and orange there, and then there's only a tiny splattering of green. We didn't used to win games. We used to win loads, but we've just forgotten how to do it recently. So it's not ideal. Stream is as you expect. I'm guessing Pilgrim is probably the best way to describe it. It's very much a TJ stream tonight. We have somehow been given a job interview for a team who's in a league above us, and the only win they've had this season is against us in the cup. So, but we're maybe holding out for Llandudno Junction just because, why not? We don't know. We don't know is the long and short of it. Dungannon have approached me. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to do. None of this makes sense. Is we need to think. Are we doing it? Are we just upping and leaving? Because the thing is, right, so for everyone who's just come in from Taffman's stream, by the way, right, the plan of this save is that we need to win every trophy in England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. Okay, now winning trophies includes winning the titles of the leagues or just being promoted. Okay, so you can win a trophy by being promoted. In Northern Ireland, there's 4 trophies each season to potentially win. Okay, now Dungannon right here have a final to play. Okay, the final, because they beat us in the semi-final, to be honest. So I'm probably not gonna win a final with Portadown. We're not gonna win a league either. We're not gonna get promoted. Granted, we're not gonna win a league with Dungannon because they're sat bottom of the table with 2 points and they've not won a game all season. But we might win a cup. Maybe. We've literally got a 90-minute chance to win a cup. Being promoted by moving clubs doesn't count. No, of course. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We've not been promoted to the Premiership, so no, don't anyone start thinking that we've been promoted. We haven't. We're about to get sacked is what's going to happen, and we're going to try and sort of slowly move in and be like, oh hey, hi Dungannon, what's going on here? Well, have you a cup final, have you? Oh, very interesting. And then as we're saying here, we could potentially get relegated, get promoted again, then get a double cup. So maybe the Dungannon job is the right one. Let's have a quick little nosy at some of the players before we essentially click yes. We're not enjoying Portadown at the minute. Portadown are not enjoying us at the minute either. So there's Declan Dunn with his big smiley face for a goalkeeper. So he looks handy enough. Pierce Bird. Oh, he's got a lovely quiff, hasn't he? He's got a decent quiff there. Dungannon have 2 points. As long as they say fight bravely, I'll take it. Higher rep, better players on loan. Bobby Dean. Have we got Jimmy Heron? I mean, a lot of this is going to be much of a muchness, really, but I think just for the stupidity of the fact that we're falling upwards, we have to, don't we? Joey Jones, look at this. Traits. Sadly, we're not going to get to manage Lee Newell, unfortunately. We've already agreed to sign him and we're going to be moving away before we even get a chance to look at him. So that's a shame. Colin Todd, former manager of Middlesbrough, I believe. Adam Glennie could be handy. Ryan Mace. Reece Campbell. So there's another Campbell in there. That's good. Keeps the soup theme going on. Lee Mooney. I'm sure we had a Lee Mooney back in the... hang on. Is Lee Mooney the incredibly talented young lad that we thought from Institute? Is that him? Is that the same guy from way back at the start of the stream? We were like, he's pretty decent. Colin Todd Sunderland, of course he is. Of course, why did I think Borough? Because I think that might be him, you know, that we looked at when we were at Banbridge. Attempt overhead kicks, finishing 3. That sounds perfect. That sounds like exactly what we want. Ben Gallagher. Could be handy. Dara McBrien. He does look decent, doesn't he? I think we signed Scott Pollock in this one. Scott Pollock. We'll have a look and see who Scott Pollock is. Michael O'Connor. He's 6'3". That does it for me. And then Prendergast scored goals against us. So win the final with an overhead kick in extra time. Let's have a look at Scott Pollock. What's Scott Pollock saying? We're not going to get Scott Pollock. I'm sure we're not. I can't see him leaving Dorking at this point. Top player for Sunderland but managed Borough. That's where I'm getting wrong. I can't believe I've got my Northeast culture wrong. Particularly based on Sunderland as well. Semi-pro, predicted 10th. And then we're up against the likes of Linfield and Glenavon, Carrick. Narrow formation. I guess the question is, are we going to go for it? Or are we going to leave it and think about it? Is there anything left? Can anybody make a case for staying at Portadown? Because I don't know if anyone can make a case for it. 375 quid a week. How much are we getting? Are we getting less money? Maybe is that what you think? My contract's 350, 25 quid. We're getting more money, right? Stubbornness. That's the spirit. We've got to go. Colin Todd has been managing in Denmark for many years. Down the down. Up the Gannon. Start negotiations. They're giving me a 2-year contract. So basically, here's where we go then. We've agreed the job. They're basically thinking that we're going to get relegated, right? And they're going to give us the chance to come back and rebuild. And that, I think that shows a bit of class about the club, to be honest, really, doesn't it? Like, we like Dungannon. And look at them, sat there in their 4-4-2 already. This could be the most ridiculous thing we've done. How have we managed to fall up twice? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Nobody understands what's going on. Least of all me. So, I don't know. I don't know where we go from here. I don't know if we're going to stream tomorrow or not. I almost feel like we should now, to be honest, and get in and do some of that. But we'll have to see what Mrs. J says. So I think we're going to have Christmas presents to wrap up. So, yeah, let's see where we go with it. I think it's time to go and show some love to Howie Roll Owen. Actually, he's just got married. So go and give him some love. Please note, if we're at Dungannon Swifts, you're legally obligated to name every stream title after Taylor Swift songs. This is going to be tough. But okay, if someone can tell me what a Taylor Swift is, that's fine. If I don't speak to you all, have a lovely Christmas. Take care of yourselves, take care of your family. Love to every single one of you. Thank you so much, of course, for all support this year. If we're about tomorrow, keep your eyes on Twitter. If not, we'll see you possibly Boxing Day, maybe the day after. All right, big love, everyone. Take care. See you soon. Go and give Owen some love. Take care. Merry Christmas. Bye now.